Hello Tiger fans and welcome to Tiger TV.
This is Mike White with the Coach Justin Cruz Show with Coach's Talk. Thanks, Coach, for being with us today.
Appreciate you having me.
Coach, of course, we're speaking a little bit out of our normal day. I've had a little bug and don't want to give it to you or the team, so we're just playing it safe. But we're getting ready to go into the playoffs, and of course, last week we had our season finale against Dyersburg, and I guess there's a lot you could or could not say about that game. I'll let you say whatever you prefer.
Yeah, not a lot to say. I don't think we just didn't do well. We didn't execute the things we were trying to do very well, defensively or offensively. And Dyersburg was as advertised. They were a very good team, very big team. They're sharp. They had a lot of depth. Hats off to Stowe and his crew over there. Those guys are doing a great job, and they always do. But they definitely have a special group this year, and it's gonna be a hard out for anybody. Anybody in the playoffs is gonna have to play them. To beat them, you're gonna have to be a pretty good team. You're gonna have to be on your toes that night. We'd love to see them again. That would only be in the third round if we were to meet up again. But as always, that's our goal. We'd like to go back and avenge losses if we could. We kind of had some opportunities last year and made it happen. But in doing that, we're a young team. We got some kids growing up. Going back looking on film, you always try to pick out some positives too. And our leading tackle the other night was actually a freshman, Austin Thompson, and he did a great job. Not only playing his technique, but did a great job in his pass coverage route, something he'd struggled with through the year, making that jump from middle school to varsity and never really getting to play JV this year. I thought he grew up a lot the other night. And unfortunately, we lost the game and, lost it pretty handily. But you look for moments like that, you see some growth in some kids. We said that all year, we was going through some growing pains and whatnot. And realistically, failure is part of growth. We failed the other night to do what we wanted to do. And obviously, Dyersburg had a big part in that. But at the end of the day, I thought we still had some kids growing up out there and still some positive takeaway of it. And, we're going to continue to get better.
And of course, I don't want to belabor the point about Dyersburg, but I thought, as you said last week, that number 31 was their best runner, and he really was very shifty when he got into the linebacker level. I mean, he just made people miss.
Yeah, you talk about Dontavius Vaughn, this the young man. Oh man, to me he's bigger this year than he was last year. I could be wrong, but he looks bigger. But yeah, as explosive as he was last year, I thought he was one of their best runners. I think he's that much better this year. And a lot of that is due credit to his offensive line, the way they blocked, and everything, the timing of everything. It looks really good. He's got a good compliment too. Give a shout out to one of our guys we used to have here, but it's over there now, Ramonte Patton. He does a tremendous job at running back, not only running the ball and blocking for Dontavius Vaughn on the bellies and whatnot. But they, like I said, they really got it all. But 31 is definitely the catalyst of it all, and for good reason. As you saw the other night, it's really hard to stop him and get him down. And when he gets to the open field, you just don't have too many people catch him.
Well, Coach, of course, we're moving on, and we'll be playing Memphis East, and we're playing at Haley Stadium, I believe it is. What do we know about Memphis East? We're not a team that we typically play very often, so tell me what we know about them and what we can expect.
Well, their offense is their quarterback. He's about 90-some-odd% of it. He's running it most of the time. He's a bigger kid. Does a pretty good job of being patient as a runner, but runs hard, cuts and jukes a lot. He will throw it every once in a while. They don't really want to, don't seem like. Just kind of try to keep you honest. They're not great at throwing it by any stretch of the imagination, but as a runner, if you don't put hands on him and wrap him up and run your feet, he's going to make you look silly. So we got to do a good job stopping him and bottling him up all night. As far as their defense goes, they're going to be in full 4. They're going to load that box and dare you to throw it. And rightfully so. I mean, if anybody's playing us, I'd probably do the same because we haven't been the most consistent team throwing the ball. But realistically, at the end of the day, we don't really like to throw the ball. We're more about running the football and controlling the clock and controlling the ball because when you throw it, there's 3 things that can happen, and 2 of them are bad. So we like to do that, protect the football, and everybody we play just about loaded the box on us. So we just got to mark bodies, do a lot better job than we did last week. Pick up their blitzers; they do blitz a lot, and try to get our running backs into the 2nd, 3rd level, before they're touched. Because if that happens, usually we have a lot of success.
What kind of offense do they run?
Oh, they're in a spread. They run the spread. They do a lot of H-back stuff. So they're gonna run back an H-back back there. They'll jet motion a lot. Twist and turn, and H-back go across, run back come across, and they'll Q counter it. Just trying to do a lot of eye candy back there. But at the end of the day, they want the ball in the quarterback's hands more times than not. And also like he'll go out to receivers. Sometimes I'll bring another kid and just kind of throw him up once. He's a really good athlete. So yeah, they're mostly in the spread.
When their record is what? What is their record this year?
6-4.
Okay, I'm not familiar with who they played very much this year. They played quality teams.
I don't think so. Looking at our schedule versus theirs, it's not even close as far as the strength of schedule. That's one thing that I take pride in is that we always try to play a high level of competition throughout the season. And the reason for that is, again, for these moments, when you get in the playoffs, you're battle tested, you know what to expect, and you're not going to run up on anybody and be caught off guard because they're so good and you haven't seen that. That's why we do it. And I think it's paid off for us a lot of times in the playoffs, and I hope to continue that this week because I really think that we played a lot tougher opponents than they have. But we're not taking that for granted in any stretch of the imagination. We're going to go in there and play them just like they're the toughest opponent on our schedule.
And Coach, you mentioned about Austin Thompson III really growing up and making big steps. I noticed number one looks like he made a lot of big steps last week as well.
He's getting there. Man, he's a long kid. Good size for a freshman. He's about 6'2", and really athletic. He did some good stuff. Should have had a pick. Had it in his hands and couldn't bring it into the ground. But man, it was a great play as far as breaking on the ball and trailing the guy who's supposed to. And he's definitely a physical kid. There's a good chance before it's all said and done, he won't be in the secondary next year. He'll be that linebacker because he's got good size and strength and he's physical. He's an aggressive player. So, don't know what that'll hold. But yeah, he's definitely grown up through the year, Marjay Barbie. But it's not just them. We got a lot of kids. Although it doesn't, like I said, see it on the scoreboard as far as last week. We talked about this year. We're young. We've got a lot of growing up to do. And in some places, we've just said, hey, we're going to grow up with this kid in this position and take the bumps and lumps. And, at the end of the day, we'll be better for it in the future.
Well, Coach, and I think that, maybe everybody doesn't realize that we graduated 28 seniors. And I think Tracy was saying last week during the game that he was sure that they had more seniors than we did playing on the field. I said, well, I guarantee you we've got more freshmen and sophomores playing than they do.
Yeah, they're a very senior-heavy team. I actually talked to Coach Stowe before the game for a little while, and he talked about this being a good group and a senior-heavy group. But those kids, just been sticking it through the good and bad and constantly getting better, and they did it the right way. It's a process. And, they had some lean years a couple years ago, and last year was a pretty good team, and this year they're an exceptional team. So, yeah, they're definitely senior-heavy, and we're right the opposite, but, that's just part of it. Sometimes you got to take a step back and, I guess you'd say, just raise some kids in the program and let them, develop before you can get back to that. We always want to win every game, no doubt. But at the same token, sometimes that young kid is your best option to win. But he also can be a kid that's going to mess up in a situation where if you had a senior there, normally you might not have him because of experience. But, that's what makes high school football fun, though. All these kids kind of come and go, through the years they'll graduate. And it's just a new kid coming up that you're going to go have a new list of problems to train him with, where the kid can't tackle very well or cover very well or, he's just not confident in himself, whatever it may be. But just to watch those kids grow up and just develop as not only a player but as a young man, that's really cool. And that's what we do, the coaching job's for in high school because at the end of the day, you're never going to get rich off of it. But it's the gratification of getting to know the kids and having the relationships you're going to share the rest of your life. And knowing one day, hopefully, when you see him down the road, that he's walking around with his wife and kids, and, he's teaching them right from wrong and whatnot, that you had a hand in helping him do that.
Well, Coach, and I know, of course, back through the last 4 or 5 years that we've been doing this, originally we were talking about changing the culture, changing the mindset. Well, in my opinion, that's been changed. So, kudos to the coaching staff and the players and the administration, everybody that's bought into it to get it to this point. And I know, like you said, they've kind of set the bar high, and now we just want to keep pushing and keep the bar up high as we can get it.
Oh, yes, sir. The expectation's always high in my mind. I've never played a game or coached a game that I didn't want to win. Very competitive. I try to instill that in the kids as well. Culture is a thing that's built on tradition. I think we're building some tradition again here, trying to make Rickman proud.
Well, Coach, I think you've been successful at that, and of course we want to win when we play Memphis East, and wish you the very best of luck, and we'll see you on the sideline.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to WTRB and Tiger TV's live broadcast of Ripley High School football in the first round of the TSSAA playoff. At the Ripley Tigers have traveled to Memphis to take on Memphis East here at Haley Stadium on Mount Moriah. This is Mike White along with Tracy Crazy Horse Henson here to bring you all the live action play-by-play. Tracy, first round of the playoffs, we've got our captains out there tonight. We've got the same captains we've had all year, which are Hearn, Crowder, Carney, and York. And so the captains are in the middle of the field now. We are just awaiting the toss. Ripley in all white. Mount Moriah, or excuse me, Memphis East in maroon jerseys, gray pants with maroon helmets. Here's the toss. Looks like Ripley won the toss. Ripley elects to receive. They'll be going from the left to the right if you're on the home side. So we are just about a minute or so away from kickoff this first round of the TSSAA playoffs.
Yeah, and I believe the one that wins this game tonight might travel to Covington next week to take on if the Chargers win, because they're playing Raleigh, Egypt tonight. But we're looking forward to the Tigers getting this big win over Memphis East.
So the Tigers are lined up behind their banner, and they're just about ready to come out, as well as Memphis East. We are just about ready for kickoff. Game clock shows about 25 seconds. I know Lexington tonight, they traveled to Pearl-Con to take on them in Nashville tonight. Dyersburg, you know who they're playing tonight?
I did know Mike, but I can't remember who they're playing now.
And Covington, Raleigh, Egypt, as you mentioned. Millington was playing, we looked that up earlier.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I do know Haywood playing Wooddale.
Yeah.
I can't remember who Millington.
Well, we'll look it up. We'll get it to you before.
Tresvant. They're playing Tresvant.
That's right. All right. Well, both teams have taken their side, and we are just about ready for kickoff. A side note, last Friday night, of course, the Ripley Tigers took on the Dyersburg Trojans, and we had a freshman. Austin Thompson III was the leading tackler as a freshman on the football team last Friday night. The coaches were real proud of him, and of course, you know, it was a pretty sounding defeat last week, but you know, hopefully we've learned some things from it. We played a very tough schedule, and hopefully that'll prepare us even more for the run in the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, I said earlier, you know, on the way up here that I didn't know that we had played that many freshmen, which I knew that we had played a lot, but it looks like Coach is playing a lot of freshmen.
And we don't actually have a roster for Memphis East, so we're not going to know their names or their classes either, but we'll do our best to at least get you the numbers for Memphis East, and we should know most of the Ripley players by now. We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors for this playoff game, and those are Bank of Ripley, Quality Service, Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Farm Bureau Insurance, Star Physical Therapy, Dan Douglas Attorney at Law, Discount Home Solutions, now open in Covington, McDonald's of Ripley, Prime Renovations, Christian Family Medicine, CSC Renovations, BR Supplies, Cannell's Body Shop, Greenbridge Insurance and Investments, Henry Construction, and Mills Food Plaza. And it's kickoff time in Tigertown. It's a low end over end kick, and it just a squibbler, basically, almost like an onside kick. The Tigers going to have it in good field position, as they'll have it at about their own 48-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will take over and go to work on offense, 1st and 10.
Yeah, look, the Tigers dressed all in white tonight.
Yeah, they've just got white helmets with the white stripe across the top. Purple with the purple stripe and purple numbers, and purple stripes down the side of their pants. They'll come out this time in shotgun. They'll have a wing to the left, wide to the right. Quarterback takes the snap, he hands it off to Pitts going off the left side. He's tripped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage and picks up a round 2. Gets right up to the 50-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
I know I think we're out with Edler tonight with a dislocated elbow. I believe that's right.
Yeah, he's out at least this week for sure, and possibly next week if we make it that far. And Coach said he's had to go to the doctor after that, and he just it was just uncertain after that point. Let's see, back in the same formation, so we've got wide left and wing to the left. Shotgun formation to hand it off to the big man going off the left side. He's caught in the backfield this time, and they're going to catch him behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to be brought down. This forward progress, they're going to say he loses about 3 yards, and it's going to take him back about a yard behind the original line of scrimmage. Should bring up, or maybe it's going to be at the line of scrimmage. It is. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for Ripley. Ripley just haven't got anything going yet. Got to get, sometimes you just got to get acclimated. And hopefully that's what we're doing, and maybe this will be a big 3rd down play for the Tigers.
Yeah, the Memphis East defense doing a good job containing Pitts.
And they're big and athletic.
Oh, they are big.
Same formation. Hearn takes a snap. He wants to throw. He's looking downfield, looking. Got a man way down the field. He's throwing it, and it is complete at the 15-yard line. It gets down to the side, the 10 to the 9. And that was number 22, Edler, Hunter.
Hunter, that was Terrence Hunter.
And so a huge 1st down for the Tigers. And that is a Clint Conrad Discount Home Solutions 1st down.
Yeah, is it the Memphis East Dragons? Is that their name? Whatever.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they wasn't expecting that, but a great pass by Jack
It
Herman.
was. It showed actually a lot of patience on his part. Of course, the line gave him a lot of time to look downfield. He waited for a man to get open and hit him right in stride. Great pass by our quarterback, Jack Herman. He's under center this time. They're going to hand it to number 5 going off the left side. He's got inside the 5, I believe, and close to the goal line, maybe the 4 or 3. That's Carney on the carry.
Looks like you know about the 1 foot line, Mike.
Yeah, I think you're right.
According to what they're showing down here on this side.
Yeah, the referee on this side has got it to 1 at about the 1 yard line, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. $9:40 to go, 1st quarter. No score. Ripley knocking at the door. Hearn under center. Takes a snap. He hands it to Pitts going off the left side. He's going to walk into the end zone. And a touchdown for the Tigers. 9:29 to go in the 1st. Ripley draws first blood up 6-0, and that is a Bank Tennessee and Prime Solutions touchdown. $25 for the Ripley football program. And actually, a former Ripley player has made a challenge to all Ripley football players, former football players, to match him and donate $25 for every touchdown tonight.
Oh, wow.
Here's a snap, hold, kick up, and it is good. With 9:29 to go, 1st quarter, Ripley up 7-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. Back as we get ready for the kickoff, following the touchdown by the Ripley Tigers. It's pretty much a walk-in by Big O on the left side. Goes off the left side to make the score 7-0 as the Ripley Tigers get ready to kick off, and it's a Farm Bureau insurance kickoff. Be sure to kick off your savings with insurance with Farm Bureau. And actually, I got to mention that was Prime. That was a Prime Renovations that sponsored the touchdown. I think I said Solutions. Prime Renovation. A big thank you to David Kirkpatrick. Go ahead.
What I was going to say is that the Tigers' record, they're better than what their record shows.
Well, you know, we didn't have Pitts for about 3 games right in the middle of the season. Coach and I, and most people felt like, you know, we would have won Union City and Millington both had we had him in those games. But you know, the injury bug kind of hit us at the worst possible time, and it's high school football. Here's the kickoff. It's a fairly long end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 18-yard line. He comes toward the middle of the field, and he's brought down at about the 21 or 2-yard line. The flag's going to come out. That's probably going to be against Ripley. I'm not sure if they may grab the back of his helmet or something, but they may get 10 or 15 yards tacked on at the end of that. But the play ended up at about the 22-yard line.
Looked like a face mask to me, Mike, by the Tigers, but we'll see here in a minute when the...
Yeah, I could tell the defender kind of went by him and looked like he moved him as he was going by him. Not sure if he moved his head. It is a personal foul, and it is a face mask. So he grabbed him by the face mask, and that's the 15-yard variety. So that'll mark the ball up. It will be spotted now across the 35 to the 37-yard line, and that's where Memphis East will go to work 1st and 10. And they're in the spread, as Coach Cruz said they would be. Wideouts all over the field, shotgun formation. They've got one wide to the right, two to the left, a wide out and a wing to the left. Man in motion. Quarterback going to just take it and run it himself around the left end. And he's wrapped up after a short gain of 1 or 2. And the coach said that he's their most dangerous player tonight. So if we can keep him bottled up, we've got a lot better chance. That he's pretty elusive and he's a good ball player. He said they do throw the ball some, but they don't like to. They're not just really great at it, but they can if they need to. So we've just got to keep an eye and keep somebody spying on the quarterback.
Yeah, and you can tell he's pretty quick back there too.
And they'll have wide out to the left, wide to the right, wing to the left. Here is quarterback just running this way this time, running to the right. He's got a little room. He's got a hole. He gets down the sideline, cuts back across the middle of the field. He's got the first down as he crosses almost to the midfield stripe, about right. They're gonna say he's right at the 50-yard line. So a nice gain, and you can tell how shifty that quarterback is. But that was a great run. He just wouldn't give up on it.
Yeah, great run by number 2, because we don't have their roster, but a great run.
And it's a hold, and it's going to come back against Memphis East. So that might have been part of the reason he got loose.
Yeah, holding going on.
So that'll back them up and put them behind the sticks now. They'll be back at the 30 now. So it will be 2nd down and about 17. 16. 2 wide right, 2 to the left, shotgun formation. They shift a man in the backfield. Quarterback takes a snap. They going to throw it right over the middle, and he underthrows him. Had a little space there, but he underthrew him, threw him at his feet, so it falls incomplete. Now we'll bring up 3rd down and around 15 or 16 with 8:07 on the clock as it stops with that incomplete pass.
Yeah, that wide receiver for them he had grass right there in front of him. He just threw it down to the shoes.
He had a step. This time they're going to send 3 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left, wing to the right, shotgun formation. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw, looking downfield, looking flushed out of the pocket, and caught in the backfield. No, he's still on his feet. Now you bring him down behind the line. It's going to be tackled at around the 24-yard line, so it'll put them in 4th and long situation for the Tigers.
And that was number 68 for the Tigers.
Yeah, and number 5, Markham, was in on it as well.
Yeah.
68 is Mans. So obvious punting situation. 4th down and about 22. 1 man back deep for the Tigers. And there's a fake, and they got it, and they hit him with it, and it's complete. He's got the first down to the 40-yard line, and smart play. I guess we weren't quite ready for that. You don't see many fakes on 4th and 22.
No, you don't, Mike. And that was a good fake and a good pass by the quarterback.
It was, and I think the coaches saw that something was coming, because even I noticed that the punter wasn't standing back very deep. He was only about 4 or 5 yards behind. And, of course, we didn't put a rush on. But anyway, that advances the ball down. It's 1st and 10 at the Tiger 40-yard line for Memphis East with 7:06 to go. 2 wide left, 2 to the right. Man in motion. Quarterback's going to run it himself. He's trying to get around the left end. Now he's got a man. He's got some room. He's going to go all the way in. I don't think anybody will stop him. He gets into the end zone to make the score 7-6 with 6:48 to go in the first as they get ready for their point after to try to knock this game up.
Yeah, the Memphis East doing a good job with them trick plays, and no doubt number 2, the quarterback for Memphis East, is a great runner.
He is. He gets out in space, and of course when they run the spread like that, they spread our defense out, and he's really good at running through and picking his lanes, and just does a good job of maneuvering downfield. So let's see if they're going to kick or go for 2.
I think they're going for 2.
I saw them warming up, and it didn't look like they were really good at kicking, so they're going for the lead here. with a 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolls to his right, wants to throw. He throws it, and it's complete. So with 6:47 to go in the first, Memphis East takes an early lead, 8-7 over the Ripley Tigers. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with a kickoff right after this. The score now, 8-7, Memphis East over Ripley. And early in the first quarter with 6:47 to go in the first, now we are awaiting the kickoff from Memphis East. Back deep for the Tigers. Trying to see the number. What is? Can you see his number from there, Tracy?
I think it's 25, Mike, for the Tigers.
If it is 25, then that's going to be Trey Maven. He's a freshman. And here's the kick, and it's just basically an onside kick. We fall on it and get the ball at about the 46-yard line. So good field position for the Tigers again to start this drive. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and the ball will be spotted. The nose of it rests right at the 47-yard line.
Excuse me, that was number 12, Theus.
Theus,
that was back there.
Tylen Theus.
So far, a good game.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than I wanted it to be. One wide out to the left, that's going to be Hunter. Hunter under center, wing right. Wing switch sides. It's a tall sweep going to the outside on the far side, number 27. He cuts it up. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, but not till he gets close to the first down marker. Let's see if he got it. It's going to be close. And now they're saying they're backing up a little bit, so the ball's going to be at about the 46-yard line.
We got about 8 yards. Looks like
Yeah,
from
nice
here,
game.
maybe 7.
Yeah, about 7. So it'll be 2nd and 3 for Ripley as York leads his line up to the line of scrimmage. Hunter split wide left. Wing right. Hearn takes a snap. He hands it off to the running back. 41, Big O going up the middle for the first down and rambling as he crosses the 40 and down to about the 38-yard line. First down Tigers, and that is a Discount Home Solutions. Clint Conrad first down. Now open in Covington for all your flooring and more.
Yeah, that looked like a mixed direction play to me right there on that when they handed it off to Pitts. But great job by Pitts to get up and get that first down.
Yeah, good job by that O-line. Ripley breaks the huddle. They'll come back to the line. Wing right, wide left. They hand the ball to Pitts again, trying to get outside. He's kind of jumping up the backfield. He breaks a couple of tackles, stays on his feet, and it looks like they grabbed him by the face mask.
Yeah, it did.
They turned his head around, but I don't see a flag. And that first down play looks like it's going to net about 4 yards, maybe 5. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the 34-yard line. So about a 5-yard pickup, around 2nd and 5.
It looked like he got slammed down on the asphalt over there on that track.
I didn't see it go that far, but that was Pitts on the carry, and he made something out of nothing. So it'll be 2nd and 5. And they're going to hand the ball to number 24. He's got a little room on the left side. He breaks into the secondary, picks up the first down. Number 24 on the carry for the Tigers, and that is Jordan Glass. He's a junior. And that makes another first down, a Discount Home Solution. Clint Conrad first down.
Yeah, great run by Glass on that run. Tigers on the march. Keep marching.
And as always, our CSC renovation starting lineup was earlier tonight. We had a little technical difficulty getting started, but we're on. It's 1st and 10. 4:56 to go in the first. Ripley trails by 1. They hand the ball to Glass going off the right side. He's rambling. He's in the secondary and hurdles over a couple of players. It looks like he picks up a first down or close to it. Yeah, that was Pitts on the carry. Big O. And that does move the sticks. That's another Clint Conrad, Discount Home Solutions, first down.
You know, and Memphis East got a big defensive front.
They do. They're big and they're athletic.
They're way bigger than our offensive line, but our offensive line getting a good job, good push up front.
You're right. 4:30 and counting, first quarter. Ripley trails 8-7. Wide out to the right, wing left. They hand the ball to Carney going off the left side. He runs hard. A flag comes in as he bulls his way down inside the 5-yard line. And let's see if that's a holding penalty. It came in in a pile of folks, so that may be where a holding looks like it's probably going to come back. A good run there by number 5, Carney, who is not only a great runner, he's one of the leading tacklers, maybe the leading tackler in the state. He was at one point, and one of the top ones in the country. But that'll move the ball back now to the 20-yard line, where it'll be first and,
About 20.
well, let's see, 5, it'd be about 17. 4:10 on the game clock, first quarter. Wide left, wing right, wing in motion. Flip sides. They hand the ball to the Big O going off the left side again, and he picks up 5 or 6 yards, but still behind the sticks. It'll make it second and around 12 or 13.
A great run by Pitts.
Yeah, Pitts is one of those runners, seems like the more he carries the ball and the later in the game it gets, the better he becomes.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to bring up second and about 14. The nose of the ball is close to the 14-yard line. Excuse me, 16-yard line. Check that. Wide right. And he wants to throw. He's looking for Hunter again down there. He's got a man. He's open. He falls incomplete. Hit him in the hands, but he was turning up and just couldn't quite come down with it. Nice effort, but it does fall incomplete. So it'll bring up third down and 17. Ball still at the scoreboard says 14-yard line.
Well, I don't think you could ask for a ball to be thrown any better than what Jack just threw.
Yeah, it was well thrown.
It was
ball.
a great throw.
Ripley will break the huddle with a third down and about 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 men in motion, the wing and the tight end switch ends. Herndon under center, takes a snap. He hands it off number 27. He's got some room. He's going down the far sideline, and a flag comes in at the end of the play, but he looked like he had the first down. He's going to be close to it. He was inside the 5 at maybe around the 3, but we'll have to wait and see what the flag is. Maybe a hold against the Tigers. Looks like it's coming back either way. Yeah, it is a hold against the Tigers. Just having trouble getting out of our own way. At this point, Memphis East is not stopping us yet. We're stopping ourselves.
Right. Have we got a penalty for us tonight?
Don't remember one. All right, the ball now is going to be setting at about the 16-yard line. So it'll be third and about 14. Wide left, wing right. And the quarterback wants to throw. Herndon looking, and I think he was rushed. It might have been tipped, but it falls incomplete. So it'll bring up fourth down now. Let's see if the Tigers go for it. If they attempt an extra field goal, it looks like they're going to send the field goal unit in.
Nothing that Memphis East did on that drive is what we did it ourselves. And of course, 3 points is better than no points.
Exactly. And this will be a 33-yard attempt by Hendricks. Hendricks is the sophomore, 6 foot, 180 pounds, or 160 pounds. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it's long enough.
Oh, he may have it.
And it's good.
It is good.
So with 2:55 to go in the first, Ripley now with the lead, 8-10, and we'll be back with the kickoff right after this. 2:55 to go in the first, Ripley on top, 10-8. As we get ready for the kickoff, this is a Farm Bureau insurance kickoff. Kick off your insurance savings with Farm Bureau. Again, I want to mention former teammate of mine, Jeff Hill, put out a challenge to all former Ripley football players to match him and donate $25 for each touchdown to the Ripley football program tonight. And we await Hendricks' kickoff. Here's the kick, and it's a squibbler. It's going to be taken at about the 37-yard line. He gets out across the 40 and about the 42, maybe 3. And that's where Memphis East will go on offense, 1st and 10 with 2:47 to go in the first.
Coach Creed must have seen something on film that Memphis East must have a couple good backs to run that ball back.
Like that. So actually the ball is going to be spotted at the 43-yard line. So Memphis East will have it at their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10, 2:47 to go in the first. Ripley leads 10-8. Wide left, 2 wide right, wing left, shotgun formation. Low snap, quarterback's rolling to his left, wanting to throw, looking downfield. He's got a man, overthrows him, and it falls incomplete, but pretty good coverage there by Crowder as well. If he'd have caught it, it would only been a 3 or 4 yard gain because Crowder brought him down about the time he touched the ball, but it does fall incomplete, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the Ripley Tiger defense. Great job by Turner.
East up to the line, 2 wide right, 1 to the left, wing to the left, shotgun formation. And let's see, we've got the referee coming in to stop play. They're having a conversation. So you used to say a conversation between all the convicts. And see if we get any kind of indication from the ref what that was about.
Delay a game.
Illegal procedure.
Oh, illegal procedure.
So that'll back them up 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 15 now. 2:40 to go in the first. Ripley on top. 10-8. One wide to the left, 2 to the right, wing to the left, shotgun formation. And I almost pulled the Tigers off, but I don't. No, they didn't. They did. Yep. So they'll get that 5 back. Tigers just a little anxious there, and they jumped in the neutral zone. Didn't make any contact.
Well, no,
they're saying that we were pulled off. So it'll now back them up 5 more yards, and it'll be 1st down and 20. So good job by the Tiger defense. So they were pulled off, so evidently somebody jumped for East that I didn't see. 2 wide right, 1 way wide to the left. Man in motion. It's a jet sweep coming to the man in motion. He's being chased. The Tigers got him bottled up, and they'll bring him down at about the 31-yard line. And he actually loses another yard or 2 on that play. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long, maybe 22.
That was Kobe Maynard and Turner Crowder and a host of Tigers.
Yeah, they did a good job of bottling him up back there. He tried to string it out, and he kept going and going, and the Tigers just bottled him up, and he had nowhere to go. Two minutes on the game clock. First quarter, Ripley on top, 10-8. Man in motion. And it's a quarterback's going to keep it going right up the middle. And he picks up 3, maybe 4, probably about 3 going up the middle. Short gain. He gets up to the 34-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and around 20.
I tell you, that front line of the offense for Memphis East, they look like a college team.
They're big.
They are really big, but our defensive guys are doing a great job against them.
It's about 17. 3rd and 17. 1:20 to go on the game clock. First quarter. Here's the snap. Your quarterback's rolling to his right, looking downfield, looking. Now he's going to pull it down and run. Now he wants to throw. He's looking again, throwing long downfield. And incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. It falls incomplete, so it'll bring up 4th down. And I'm sure Ripley will be looking for that fake punt this time.
I'm trying to see who that was that broke that pass up. I thought it was number 1 for the Tigers, but it right.
I couldn't see it was.
He's right here in front of the number 20.
I think that is one. That's the freshman, Marjay Barton. Tell you, I talked to Austin Thompson about him today, and he said that kid knows nothing but one speed, and that's wide open. He said anything I play, I want him on my team. He said I don't want to play against him, and that speaks volumes to him, especially from somebody like Coach Thompson. 50 seconds on the game clock, first quarter. Ripley on top, 10-8. And we are, if it's a punt, it's a shallow punt. The punter's not very deep, and he's going to quick kick it away. It's a high punt, very high, not very long, but it does take a east roll, and it's going to roll down to about the 31-yard line. With 39 seconds on the game clock, Ripley will have it 1st and 10 as they go back on offense.
Yeah, Ripley was ready for that fake that time, but great job. Let's see what Hearn and company can do coming out with 38 seconds left.
I'd like to see if they put some pressure on that punter, who is a quarterback too. I don't think he's going to have time to punt that ball if we put some pressure on him and start rushing the punter. It'd be interesting to see what we do. Of course, we're just kind of getting acclimated to the game at this point. Tigers to the line, Hearn under center. He hands the ball to Big O going off the left side, and Hearn hands it off to Pitts going off the left side for a short gain, maybe 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for Ripley with 24 seconds to go. And let's see if we get one more play off in this first quarter. Ripley on top, 10-8. Hunter split wide to the right. We're going to have to hurry to get it off. 6 seconds. Man in motion.
I don't think they're going to get it off, Mike.
2, 1. And they got it off. And they hand it off to Pitts going off the left side for a pickup of around 4. So it should bring up, when the second quarter resumes, it should be 3rd and about 4. But we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the second quarter right after this. We are back as we get ready to resume play. It'll be the first play of the second quarter. Ripley on top, 10-8. Situation is it will be 3rd down and 6 according to the scoreboard. Ripley on top, 3rd and 5. Carney in motion. He switches sides. And they hand the ball to number 27. He's got some room. He's out. It breaks into the secondary. He's going down the far, or cuts back to the middle of the field. Breaks it outside and has a nice gain. It's still on his feet as he crosses the 45 and down to around the 44-yard line.
And Darnell Barbie, he's a senior.
Great run, and he broke into in some space there and did made some good moves, and then ran hard at the end. Just didn't want to give up on the play. Nice first down, and that is a Discount Home Solutions Ripley Tiger first down.
Let's see if we can get us some scores.
Ripley up to the line. Wing left, wide left. And the ball to Pitts going off the left side. He's rambling, staying on his feet, twisting and fighting forward as he picks up around 6 on that first down play. He'll be down to about the 38-yard line. So it'll bring up 2nd. And about 4. Good hard run by Pitts. He'll take a blow and go over to the sideline. Of course, Ripley's got a stable of running backs. You know, Pitts is our bull in the china closet. But we've got a lot of scat backs back there, and a lot of what Coach calls lightning in a bottle. Wing left, wide right. Shotgun formation this time. They hand the ball to running back going off the left side. He's in the secondary. He's still on his feet. Nice turn and another nice missed tackle, and still on his feet. Great run by number 27 as he picks not only up the first down, but he gets inside the 20. And it looks like a flag comes out at the end. I seen one on the sideline, and it may be a late hit by them. May add some yardage on the end of it. We'll get the referee to give us an indication. Here it is. Personal foul. It begins against East. And I'm going to guess that was a late hit. And because the flag is all the way out in the way off of the playing field. So he was down inside the 20. Now that's going to mark it even further. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10 for the Ripley Tigers.
He just wouldn't stop.
He wouldn't. That was, what was that on the carry?
Barbie.
Barbie, yeah. That was Barbie. Man, he ran like a senior too. He ran hard. That was one of the toughest runs I've seen this year, just not giving up. Wide left, wing left. Shotgun formation. And Pitts goes in it again, goes off right tackle for a gain of 2 or 3. It was first and goal at about the 8, maybe 9 yard line. It gets down to the 5. So it'll be first and goal from the 5. See, East sends in some extra beef to try to stop that middle up.
Well, they send him a big number 55.
Yeah.
He's about 320, 330.
At least. Ripley to the line, quarterback under center. Wing right, wide left. They hand the ball to Carney, trying to get outside. Brett bounces it out. He's almost to the goal line. Looks like maybe to around the 5 yard line. I mean, inside the 5. They're going to say, I'm trying to see where they're going to say he's at.
Like he's on about the 3rd yard line, Mike, to me.
Yeah, I was watching the referee over here. It looks like it's a flag against Ripley, too.
Oh, goodness.
Yep, holding against the Tigers, so that'll back us up. It's going to be second and goal from about 18, 19 yard line.
Yeah.
About the 18 yard line.
Yeah.
Second goal from the 18.
That's about 3 touchdowns that we've done caused ourselves.
Hunter wide right. Hearn under center. 2 men in motion, tight end and wing, switch sides. There's a snap. They hand the ball off to running back, trying to get outside. He's caught in the backfield. He's going to lose about a yard or maybe 2. He's going to be back at the 19, so it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 19.
Memphis East got a player down. I can't see his number.
It's an official timeout, and that is a Star Physical Therapy timeout, an injury timeout. Be sure to go see the good folks at Star Physical Therapy. They'll help you get back to work or back on the field in just minimal time. Now, I have personal experience with them, so I can vouch for them. And that reminds me, be sure to support all the people that you can, all the businesses that support the Ripley High School Tigers, because they're not only supporting sports, but they're supporting our youth of Lauderdale County, and that is our future. So be sure to support all the fine folks that support the radio broadcast, Tiger TV, anybody that supports Ripley Halls High School. Just support all the folks that help these young people. And again, as we wait on the injury time, it looks like it may be a cramp. Not sure though, can't tell from, we're a little bit further away, and we're actually a lot further away than where the camera is. You probably got a lot better view than we do. It looks like it may have been a cramp. He got up, looks like he's going to go off under his own power. I want to give a shout out to Miss Anita Cressman, a former teacher of mine. She is a bit under the weather, and I think has maybe a procedure coming up, and keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And Ripley up to the line, back to live action. They're going to want to throw the ball. Hearn rolls to his right. He's throwing into the end zone, and it's tipped. And does it fall incomplete or is it intercepted? It is intercepted. So a turnover there, but at least that's a lot better than a punt would have been, because they're going to have the ball back, pinned almost against the goal line. Oh, and it's a roughing the passer against East, so that'll give the Tigers an automatic first down. I was looking downfield, I didn't actually see what happened to Hearn, but evidently he was hit after the pass was thrown.
That's going to be...
That'll move it. I mean, it'll be an automatic first down, and I don't know if that's a spot foul or if it'd be 15 yards from the original line of scrimmage. We'll see.
I'll say that this is about the 2nd or 3rd time that I've been to Haley Stadium, and it is a very nice facility.
Oh, it is, no doubt. I mean, we've actually got heat in the press box.
Praise the Lord.
I don't know any place we've been ever. In at least, I don't know how many years that we've had heat in the press box when it's cold. I came prepared, bundled up, and had to take about everything off, coat-wise. But it's a first down now. The ball will be right inside the 10-yard line, but it will be first and goal now from the 10 is the Tigers get an automatic first down, and it would have been half the distance to the goal, and that's what it is. So 1st and 10 for the Ripley Tigers, and that is a Discount Home Solutions, Clint Conrad, first down. So the Tigers with a new set of downs. Hunter split wide to the left. Turn under center. Takes a snap. He's handing it off to the running back going off the right side. He dances inside the 5.
Touchdown.
And into the end zone for a touchdown, and that was number 27, Donnell Barbie. And that is a, make sure I've got this right, a Prime Renovations and Bank Tennessee Ripley Tiger touchdown, $25 from each one of those, as well as Jeff Hill donating $25 tonight for every touchdown. And if you want to be in that, send a text or a message on Facebook or any way you can, and just match that. And if you want people to know and challenge them, let us know. We'll announce that too. Here's the snap, the kick, hold up, and good. So now the score is 17-8, Ripley over Memphis East, and we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. We are ready for the kickoff. Here's the kick. It's going to hit it to 30 and be taken at around the 26, and that's about as far as he's going to get if he gets back to the 26. They're going to say he's at the 26. It'll be 1st and 10 for Memphis East with 9 minutes to go until halftime. Ripley on top, 17 to, I guess that's still 8.
It is, it's 8.
Some of the lights are out on the scoreboard.
Well, you know, it looks like the runner had plenty of room running to his right, but he just stopped and went back to his left, and there's a host of Tigers right there just got on him.
So it will be, the ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line, 1st down and 10 for Memphis East. 9 minutes to go until halftime. Ripley on top, 17-8. They've got 2 split wide to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the left.
It'll be 1st down and 10.
Shotgun formation. Quarterback runs up under center, takes it just a quarterback sneak straight ahead, and he picks up decent yardage, about 4, maybe 5 yards. Just a big kind of a scrum, I guess you'd call it.
Have you ever seen that on 1st down? A quarterback sneak?
Well, not often, I'll put it that way. They say he gets out to the 30, so about a 4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 6. It'll be 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Or check that, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left.
It'll be 2nd down.
Wing left. And let's see if there's going to be what this is. It's going to be a legal procedure against East, so that'll back them up 5 yards to the 2nd and 6 now. It'll be 2nd and 11.
I didn't see what happened on that play. I didn't see anybody move, but I guess somebody did.
Must have, or I'm not sure. I'm like you, I didn't see it. Back up to the line. 2nd and 11. Man in motion. Quarterback's going to carry it himself, going off the left side. He is brought down, but after a pretty decent gain of around 6 or 7. Just trying to see who was on the tackle there. It seems like maybe it was Crowder, and also seems like I saw
York.
David York and Taylor Markham. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4.
It'll be 3rd down.
Nose of the ball is just across the 32-yard line. They're on 32. Man in motion. And it's a misdirection play. The quarterback's going to keep it himself and go up the middle for a 1st down. He gets out across the 35 out to around the 30, about the 38-yard line. It'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st down for Memphis East with 7:24 to go in this 1st half.
Well, I tell you what, that quarterback for Memphis East, that number 2, he is a great athlete.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Wide right and wide left, man in motion. And the quarterback fakes the handoff to the man in motion. He's in the secondary. As he gets outside, he picks up the 1st down.
Wow.
And they toss the ball out. And is he going to go all the way for a touchdown, or looks like everybody stopped? I'm not sure what. No, they're saying the whistle was blown dead. He blew it dead back at the 50-yard line. A lot of people not happy about that. I didn't really see everything that happened. I'm anxious to watch this back.
I thought it was a legal play because he shoved the ball off to the run. I mean to the.
As long as he was behind him and not in front of him.
Well, now he might have been in front of him. Or, yeah.
Can't be a forward lateral. But if it's blown dead, it's blown dead if it was a mistake or not. And they're saying it's a first down either way. It's a first down, and the ball's going to be just shy of the 50-yard line.
Well, I know the ball was. I know the quarterback was going down, and then he.
Yeah, maybe his knee touched or his elbow.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. Like I said, I was.
Well, now if the ball had to hit the ground with his hand, and then he shoved it off, but down in it, yeah, because he was close with the ball.
All right, here we go. We'll start over again. 1st and 10 at midfield. Low snap. The quarterback's just going to roll out and run to his left. Runs off tackle. Cuts up the middle. Picks up around 2 or 3 off the left side. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Jimmy Hill back at Ripley. He's listening to us as he always does if he's not at the game. And he's always at all the home games. Just a staple around Ripley sports forever. And always just thankful for Mr. Jimmy and everything he's done for. And he coached baseball, Little League, Babe Ruth baseball, all that stuff all through the years. Him and Mr. Richard Douglas, and can't thank him enough. Man in motion, 2 wide right, and man in motion. They fake it to him. They throw a pass over the middle, but it's incomplete. It's a little low. Also, a thank you to Steve Vickery, who broadcast all these games through Tiger TV, and he just has to do so many technical things that I'm just appreciative of what he does, and everybody that watches it, I'm sure, is as well. Got to thank Mickey back at the station for what she does to keep us on the air as well. Shotgun formation, man in motion, and the quarterback's going to keep it himself, go right up the gut, and he has got to have the first down as he crosses the 30 and inside the 30 to around the 27-yard line. Another first down. The coach said that he was the hard man to stop, and we've got to get a hat on him.
Yep, he's he's probably the best athlete on the Memphis East side.
I agree.
Ain't no doubt about that.
I think he is. Also, a shout out to Craig Fitzhugh, who always listens and does the PA at Ripley. And I got to give a big shout out and thank you to Tracy Crazy Horse.
Yeah, crazy. Woo!
For always being with us and helping me out. I'd be lost without it. Here we go, man in motion. And quarterback, and flag comes out. I think it's either going to be a delay of game or a legal procedure. No, they called a timeout.
Timeout.
So Memphis East will take a timeout, and we'll hold it here. We've only got 5 minutes and 31 seconds left until halftime. Ripley leads 17-8.
Well, you know, it's been a great season. I mean, take away, if guys being hurt and, but.
Yeah, you know, we got bit by the injury bug, and then, of course, you know, when you graduate 28 seniors, and the next year you have to start sophomores and freshmen where you had seniors starting the year before. It's a rebuilding year. I mean, anytime you lose 28 seniors, it's a rebuilding year. And but this is actually, this class is the only class since they started playoffs, which that just started somewhere around 1980. This class is the only class who's been to the playoffs every year from freshmen through to seniors. And have to give a shout out to Coach Cruz and his staff too, because this is his 5th year here, and he is tied for the most playoff wins in Ripley as a coach.
Oh, wow.
Since they kept that. And actually who he's tied with was an old coach of mine, which was Grant Shipley. And so I know Coach Shipley was a great coach, but I know Coach Shipley's such a great person, he would be cheering him on to break his record, because Coach Shipley is that kind of guy. And if Coach Cruz wins tonight, he will be the winningest playoff coach in football history since he did the playoffs here at Ripley.
Oh, wow.
And he did it in 5 years. They've been in the playoffs 4 out of the 5 years he's been here, and we came from an 0-10 season the year before he was here. So kudos to the staff, the players, the faculty, everybody at Ripley. Here's the man in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he is bounced outside. He's got some room, and he's still on his feet. He's going to be brought down inside the 15, but it looks like he's going to have close to a first down. The quarterback gets up slow. He does have the first down, and he's limping. He's going to limp off, And you know, I think they're gonna keep letting him carry the ball until until we stop him. And maybe that stopped him. I don't want any player to get hurt.
Oh, no.
All right, let me rephrase that. As Coach said, it's okay to hurt a man, just don't injure him.
That's right.
You know, hurt him is when you, what they call, get your bell rung or have a slobber knocker lick on you or something like that. But he goes over the sideline, they'll tend to him. So a backup quarterback comes in, and that was a man in motion, or not man in motion, but a toss sweep going outside. He gets a couple maybe off the left side. Looked to me, another, I think it's a cramp, another injured player down, and if indeed that is,
Well,
and I've got to mention too, I have got caught up in the game, all these penalties tonight brought to you by Dan Douglas, attorney at law. Dan Douglas, obviously a long time sponsor, a former football player at Ripley, probably played baseball too. He was not much older than me, but a little bit ahead of me, so I don't remember watching him play because he was a little ahead of me, but always been a huge supporter of Ripley High School athletics and Ripley High School in general. So I always thank him and appreciate what he does for the program. And they're going to help this young man off the field. He's walking off kind of gingerly, and I'm not sure if that was the backup quarterback. I think that was the running back.
It was the running back.
So he will be helped off the field. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Roger Mills, always a sponsor of Ripley High School football and supports everything. Old teammate of mine, Roger the Dodger Mills, and also right along with him is Stormin Norman Hendren with Hendren Construction. I always keep those people in mind. If they can help you, they are the people to see. 4:27 to go until half. Ripley on top, 17-8. Second down and 6. The ball is on the 11-yard line. Man in motion, shotgun formation. Quarterback is back in. He's going to run it himself, going off the right side. He gets down to about the 10, maybe just inside, where he'll bring up third down and about 5.
He's brought down by AT3.
AT3, the leading tackler last week. He flies to the ball like his daddy, Coach T-Bird, used to.
Another freshman.
Absolutely, and then there's Marjay out on the end. Out here's a wide out, or recover, Marjay Barbie. Quarterback's being the center this time. That's his starting quarterback back in. He wants to throw. He drops straight back. He's rushed out of the pocket. He wants to run. He pulls it down. He shakes 2 or 3 tackles. He's going to go into the end zone. And he does with 3:36 to go. I mean, that is a shifty runner out there.
Yes, he is.
That'll make the score 14-17. And I'm assuming they will go for 2 again. They can still put Ripley up by 1 if they make it. Yeah, we've got to just we got to put 2 or 3 people on him. It looks like, and just spy him.
Yeah, we're going to start putting a lot of pressure on number 2 for Memphis East.
He's in shotgun formation, going for 2. And he's just rolling to his right, wants to throw, throws it into the flat, and it's incomplete. So the score remains 14-17 with 3:34 to go until halftime. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. 3:34 to go in the half. Ripley up 17-14 in a tight ball game as we get ready for the kickoff from Memphis East after a long sustained drive, mostly by their quarterback, who is just pretty much Mr. Everything for Memphis East.
He is really good.
He is. He's a great ball player. Also, I want to thank Greenbridge Insurance Investments. Go see Bo and the bunch there. They'll take care of you as well with insurance or investments. And everybody knows BR Supply. You go by and see Blake. Blake will take care of you there, and they have all your plumbing supplies. And also, don't forget, for your body work, go by and see Kevin Cannell at Cannell's Body Shop, also longtime supporter. I think I need to go by and see him, get some body work on myself.
Score of interest, Covington 47, Raleigh, Egypt 0.
Wow.
Dyersburg 42-0 over Sheffield. Haywood 35-7 over Wooddale.
And here's the kick. It's going to go out of bounds. Go ahead.
Dyer County, they're losing to Henry County 42-21. Lake County winning over Bluff City 36-0. Peabody 41-0 over Mace, M-A-S-E. And Ravenwood's 7-6 over Whitehaven.
That's the only one that's a surprise to me.
Springfield over Brighton 24-0.
Procedure against, which is going to be with the ball went out of bounds. So Ripley's going to take the ball at the 35-yard line.
First down, 10
And
ball.
so it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 35 with 3:34 to go into half. Ripley clinging on to a 3-point lead. Wide out to the right. Man in motion.
First down, 10.
Firing under center. Takes a snap. Hands the ball to running back. He's got some room. He's in the linebacker level. Now he's in the secondary, crossing the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, and down to the 32-yard line. Number 27 for the Tigers.
That's Barbie.
That's Barbie again. And another really good run by Donnell Barbie. And it's a discount home solution. Clint Conrad, first down.
Coach Cruz and company doing a good job of they're keying in on Pitt, number 41, but they gave it to Barbie, and Barbie had all kinds of running room.
Yeah, and East took a timeout. So we'll continue with thanking our sponsors at McDonald's of Ripley. All your favorites are still under the golden arches. Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware. Go see all the bunch down there in Henning. They are a great group and they'll take care of you, as well as quality service. Go by see Mike and Paul and the bunch. And always Bank of Ripley, as they support and sponsor about everything that's done in Ripley. And we appreciate all of our sponsors. And we've got a little time. We will mention our cheerleaders. Our captains that are seniors are Hannah Chalk, Maddie Payton, and Carney Rose. The remaining seniors are Liza Goforth, Paige Hardy, Abby Sonderoth. Juniors, Selena Conrad, Kaylin Green, Lee Hutchins, Kaylee McNeil. Sophomores, Meg Coker, Kaylee Etheridge, Marley Heath, Holly Hendren, and Reese White. Our freshmen, Aisha Body, Rhett White, and Lanny Woodard. And our outstanding coaches are Ginger Hearn and Bailey York. Thank you for all you do in supporting the Ripley High School football Tiger. Wide right. Quarterback's going to hand it to Big O, going off the left side this time. He's in the secondary. He is on his way. He's rambling him down inside the 10. Looks like he's going to be brought down at about the 9-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers inside the 10. About the 9.5-yard line, 1st down Tigers, and that is a Discount Home Solutions, Ripley Tiger, Clint Conrad, 1st down.
And he's just a sophomore, but when he becomes a senior, you just might as well just get out of his way. Well, you might as well get out of his way now.
I hope that's what I'd get out of his way. I want to try to mention these offensive linemen too, because they don't get the recognition they deserve. And I know I was one of them at one time, and I want to make sure these guys get mentioned. I'll try to remember to do that. And to hand the ball this time to Pitts going off the right side. He picks up a few going down the sideline, gets down close to the 5. Looks like he's going to be at the 4. So it'll be 2nd down and goal to go from the 4 for the Ripley Tigers.
Great run by. The one thing about a big running back like Pitts, you keep running toward that defensive line, and it's going to wear them out.
It's gonna be second down.
Yeah, he's going to. I mean, he gets better as he gets going. I don't know how much of that is him getting better or everybody else getting tired. Probably a combination of both. Wide out to the right, quarterback under center. They hand the ball to Pitts again. Starts to his right, cuts back to his left, still on his feet, and goes into the end zone for a Ripley Tiger touchdown. And that touchdown brought to you by Bank Tennessee, as well as Prime Renovations, $25 donated to the Ripley football program, as well as Jeff Hill, along with any other Ripley former Tigers that want to match what Jeff Hill is doing. Ripley lines up for their point after. 2:36 to go in the first half. Snap, hold, kick, up,
Good.
and good. So the score now 24-14, and we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. 2:36 to go until halftime. Ripley on top by 10, 24-14. Here in Memphis at Haley Stadium, taking on Memphis East. Our offensive linemen are Damian Lattimore, DeAndre Smith, and two guards that I've mentioned before, not only brothers but are twins, Morgan and Logan Simpson. And of course, Bryce York anchoring down the center spot, as well as Taylor Carney at tight end. Wide receiver is Taylor Markham. Running back is Donnell Barbie. Fullback is Pitts, and quarterback is Jack Hearn. As we get ready for Hendricks' kickoff. Here's a kick. It's a nice high kick. Goes to the far side, but drives him all the way back inside the 20. He comes out across the 20, and he's down across the middle of the field. He gets a little bit of space there, and crosses the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. And with 2:27 to go until halftime, Memphis East will go back on offense.
Yeah, we need to do something about that quarterback. I mean, he's too good of an athlete. I mean, we're going to pressure him, put 5-6 men on him, or do something.
We got to stop him. Our defensive starters at nose guard are DeAndre Smith. At end is Damian Lattimore and Malik Dixon. Also Bryce York. Outside linebackers are Austin Thompson, AT3. Other outside linebackers, Taylor Markham. Middle linebacker, Taylor Carney. And Turner Crowder. Tylen Theus is a corner with, we'll get back to live action now. Man in motion. And it's a mishandle, a bad, messed up play, but the quarterback turns it into a big play. It's just a busted play. And the ball is fumbled. And let's see, Ripley gets the ball.
And that was Barbie that came down upon it, number 1 for the Tigers.
Another freshman makes a big play for Ripley. And it was a busted play that the quarterback just turned in and look. I mean, he ran 40 yards down the field, but he ran into a crowd and was hit, and the ball squirted out. And number 1, the freshman, was there, Barbie to make the recovery and put the Tigers back on offense with 2:13 to go until halftime.
He ran into his own man, and then when he, I mean, it just happened so fast, but he was trying his best to get a touchdown. And
yeah, I mean, it was a very athletic play and a heads-up play. It looked like the mesh there between the two running backs and the quarterback, they seemed like they stood there for a minute, and then he just pulled it back and took off with it. And of course, we kind of converged on the crowd. He jumped out around the edge, and fortunately, it came down our way with 2:13 to go. Hearn takes a snap, and a flag, or at least a whistle, comes in, and it's a timeout by East. And we'll hold it here. And we've only got 2 minutes.
2:12.
Yeah, this was Memphis East called this timeout.
Yeah, they didn't have a 10 on the field. Number 55 ran on the lead. So.
For who?
For Memphis East.
Let's see. I want to also make sure that we mention our seniors specifically. The football players are Donnell Barbie, Turner Crowder, Malik Dixon, Terrence Edler, Jack Hearn, Damian Lattimore, Carter Mans, Taylor Markham, DeAndre Smith, Jawan Talaferro, Trey Tansey, Chris Taylor, Tylen Theus, Bryce York, and Memory Shimmerhorn. I think I got that right this time. And our senior cheerleaders are Hannah Chalk, Liza Goforth, Paige Hardy, Maddie Payton, Carney Rose, and Abby Sondergraf. Back to live action. 1st and 10 for Ripley. Ball at their own 44-yard line. Hearn in shotgun, wants to throw, throws out in the flat. It's complete, and about a 78-yard pickup on the far hash mark.
That was caught by number 22, Hunter. He's a junior, 5'8", 150.
And he checks out with a little bit of a gimp to his right leg. Hearn and company up to the line.
Ball is on the
Wide left, wing left.
It'll be 2nd down.
Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off the running back. He's into the linebacker level. And he gets the 1st down, and 3 or 4 flags come in. It's got to be against the defense there. That should move the ball on down at least 10 yards down the field.
That was Barbie, number
No, it's
27.
gonna say it's a hold against Ripley.
Oh, wow.
That was a hold way down the field then, so that'll bring it back. I thought there was nobody but the running back that was in the area that the flags came in, but evidently that wasn't correct. So that'll move it back to the nose of the ball right on the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9 with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go until halftime. Ripley on top, 24-14.
We should have got another whole half to play.
Ripley up to the line with a wing left, wide left. Hart takes a snap. He hands it to big old Pitts going up the middle. He's rambling and dragging folks and gets down close to the 1st down. If he doesn't have it, he's going to scare it to death. I think he may be about a yard short. The Tigers are going to take a timeout with 1:08 to go on the clock. And it looks like it is going to be about 1 yard shy. We'll hold it here with only 1:07 to go until halftime.
Well, and too, I think the people that are listening to might need to know that the money, like what Jeff Hill's doing, it goes to the football team to help them buy equipment, I guess, and stuff like that.
Exactly. You know, I mean, the average person doesn't know, and why should they, well, how much it costs to run a football program. But take, for example, just one helmet, you know, costs $250. Shoulder pads, $150. Jerseys, you know, close to $100. Pants, $75. And then you got to have all of, you know, all the medical stuff. You got to have their workout shorts and their shirts and, you know, the cleats and the socks. And there's just so much stuff that goes into it that the average person doesn't think about. And it takes a lot of money. And fortunately, I got to say this too, support the Booster Club, because the Booster Club supports the Tigers. We've got a great Booster Club at Ripley, so if you can help those people in any way, be sure to do that any way you can. Ripley up to the line, 1:07 to go on the clock. They lead by 10. Crowder in, he's in motion, wing to the right. And the quarterback hands it off to the running back going off the right side. He's in the secondary and going to kick up the 1st down as he crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line. But it'll be a 1st down that stops the clock with 57 seconds.
That was Jordan Glass, the senior, number 24 for the Ripley Tigers.
I don't know why, but the clock ran about 4 seconds off after he was down. It was 57 seconds left, and they haven't even moved the change yet. And the clock should have stopped about 4 seconds early. But here we go. We'll take it, and we'll run it up the middle, breaking it back outside. And the flag's going to come out, and he's still on his feet and brought down inside the 20 at around the 18-yard line, but we'll have to see what that flag is.
Definitely, it should have been a flag down here on this end because there was a face mask.
Yeah, I don't think anybody, but maybe you and I and the people on this side saw that.
Ripley.
Yeah, they're going to call it hold against Ripley, but there was a face mask at the end of the play. You might be able to see it from the camera angle. At least that's what it appeared from up here. It looked like, but there, you know, he was on the sideline. And of course, the referees inside the field of play don't know that he saw that. But what that does is it brings the ball back to the 39-yard line. Still makes it 1st and 10, but at the 39 with 44 seconds to go on the game clock.
If you're holding 25 or 30 yards, that's, I don't know.
Clock winds down to 36. Here's a snap, hand the ball to Pitts. He's hitting the backfield and slung down behind the line of scrimmage.
That should have been a flag. Because he's still down.
Yeah, he's going to be all right. He hops up. They're going to say he loses about 6 yards back to the 45-yard line. So I don't know if Ripley called a timeout. I was surprised. I thought they might just let the clock run out, but see, East will get the ball to start the second half, I believe.
They will. They will. Ripley received.
At this time, if you're not a coach or a volunteer coach with a badge, play football.
So 21 seconds left on the game clock. Ripley up 24-14. Ripley has the ball, but it'll be 2nd down and 15 at the East 45-yard line. Wide out to the right. Wing to the right. Quarterback under center. There's a snap. They hand the ball to the running back going off the right side. He's got some room. He's got the first down as he rambles across the 30 and close to the 25. I'll say he's down to 27.
There's a flag.
And another flag. Well, okay.
That's probably coming back.
Yeah, it is. Got to make you wonder if these referees are from Memphis. But Coach always tries to give the referees the benefit of the doubt. And it's a personal, let's see, looks like he was going to signal a personal foul. And he does.
Foul.
Looks like maybe a hit to the head.
Yeah.
Didn't show targeting. I'm not sure exactly what, I'm not sure I saw that clearly, but at any rate, it's going to back Ripley way on up. So I would imagine we'll just try to get out of this half.
What I would do at this point, I'll just knee it and go into halftime.
So it was a 15-yard penalty, so it's about, it's a second and about 25. Maybe. And about 20, yeah, close to 25. 22 or 3.
I just don't know if these referees and umpires know exactly what they're calling.
Now, we just got to beat them all. And we'll have one wide out to the left.
Well, we got one offside.
And they hand the ball to the running back. And that's number 27, Barbie. He stays on his feet, but he's going to be brought down as he stays on his feet. And that should do the end of the half, and it does. And on that carry was actually for the Ripley Tigers, and a hard run was Donnell Barbie. But that's going to end the first half, and at the end of 2, the score is Ripley 24 and Memphis East 14. We'll be back in around 15 to 20 minutes to bring you the second half. Stay tuned. We are just about ready for the kickoff to start the second half here at Haley Stadium on Mount Moriah, where the Ripley High School Tigers are taking on the Memphis East team. The score at halftime is Ripley 24 and Memphis East 14 as we are lined up for the kickoff. Ripley will be kicking off to start the second half. This will be a Farm Bureau kickoff. I've got to give a shout out to my mom. As I always say, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't have ever been anywhere if it wasn't for her. And a big thank you to my mom, Joyce Dunaway, and also my beautiful bride of 28 years, Kim. Thank you for putting up with me for 28 years. All right, Hendricks lined up for the kickoff. And here's the kick. It's a long side kick as it's taken at about the 26-yard line. It comes across to the middle of the field, cuts back across, and gets out across the 30 to around the 33-yard line. And that's where East will go to work, first down and 10 on the first offensive play of this second half.
Yeah, great job by the Tigers. I'm sure Coach Cruz went in and made a lot of adjustments.
I've got to give a shout out to also to veterans of the Ripley Police Department. I actually ran into a guy here. He was a Memphis police officer who used to be a police officer in Ripley, or at least his dad did, and I think he was too. I'll get to that right after this play. Ripley has wideouts to either side. Or excuse me, East does. Quarterback in shotgun formation. He's going to throw. He's a screen pass. He's got a lot of room out there, but if Ripley closes it in quick, and he picks up a nice gain out to around the 40-yard line, pick up around 6 or 7. Looks like it's going to be right at the 40-yard line, and it'll probably be second down and 3. At any rate, this officer's name is Warwick Parker. His dad was a police officer in Ripley way back with Thomas Gauls and Tom Sanders. And then I think he was a police officer there for a good while. He was the first person ran into here, and it's great to see somebody from Ripley, and he's one of Memphis' finest down here, a Memphis police officer. Back on offense now, man in motion for East. And it's the quarterback's going to take it right up the gut again. He's into the secondary. He is on the right, and nobody's going to stop him on the second play. He's going all the way in for a 69-yard touchdown run to make the score now 20-24.
Dude got some speed on him.
He does. I mean, he is just, what they're doing back there on that play is they're crossing the backs and faking it to each one of them, and he's just pulling it back out and running straight up the gut. And it's causing the defense to go to either side with the fakes and clearing the middle out. He's just busting it right up the middle, And man, he's an athlete.
Oh, he is. He is a great athlete. I wish we had his name.
Yeah, I wish we had him on our team. Here's a 2-point conversion, and it's no good. So the score will remain 20-24, but they closed the gap within 4 points on 2 plays with only 4 seconds gone off, or excuse me, a minute and 4 seconds gone off the clock in the second half. So Ripley will get the ball after the touchdown from East. They'll be kicking back off to Ripley.
Yeah,
Now, I've got to say, these freshmen, you know, we've called out tonight, like Barbie and Thompson, and I hate to leave any of them out, but those are the first 2 that come to mind. But, you know, this time last year, they were playing middle school football. And then here it is a year later, and they're playing in the first round of the state playoffs at the varsity level. And you're talking about quite a jump. And that's a huge transition for a kid 13, 14 years old to make. And so proud of these young kids. And this really speaks volumes of what our team's going to be like going down the road in the future.
You know, we got number 72, Dalton Wilson. He's
Absolutely.
285, and he's starting on offensive line.
Yeah, a freshman as well. So, you know, don't give up on these Tigers, because they're a good team this year, and they're just going to get better and better. So we get ready for the kickoff. Kicker adjusts the ball and gets it the way he wants it, so we are just waiting for him to put a foot in it. Yeah, he's the kicker. He's Mr. Everything. And it's taken right at the 50-yard line, handled cleanly by the Tigers. And so Ripley will have the ball right at the midfield stripe to start this first offensive drive of the second half, as they lead 24-20 with 10:54 to go in the third quarter.
Need to see what Jack Connor and company are going to do on this, since Memphis East opened up with a touchdown.
Well, we'll find out as they break the huddle. York leads his line up to the scrimmage line. Hearn under center. Wing left, wide right. They're going to hand the ball to Pitts. He's busting up the middle. He's out into the secondary, going down the far sideline.
They ain't gonna catch
and
him.
I don't think one person caught him, and he doesn't catch him until he's inside the 5, or maybe the 6. Looks like they're going to say he's right at the 6, between the 5 and the 6-yard line. So about a 45-yard gallop by the big running back from Ripley, Pitts, big old Pitts.
I don't know if I've ever seen him run that fast.
He was moving. And he was quick. He was quick out of the gate. That was what was impressive to me. But his ball is at the 6, so it'll be first and goal from the 6-yard line for Ripley. Excuse me. Wide left. Hearn adjusts his players, and they hand the ball off to 24, and they smother him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be glass on the carry.
Yeah, he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. I was going to say he loses maybe a yard. No, now they move the stick back to where it was. So basically second down with no gain. It'll be second down goal from the 6 with 10 minutes to go. Third quarter, Ripley on top, 24-20. Wide left, wing left. And they hand the ball to Pitts again, trying to get outside. And he's brought down at the 10 as the defense of East steps up. The defensive end just kind of runs through our blocking and catches him back for a 4-yard loss, so it'll make it second and goal from the 10 now for Ripley. I think I think they're so quick and athletic. I think we got to run straight at them, because I just don't think we can outrun them to the edges.
I think you're right, Mike. I think we're going to have to run right straight at them and not try to, because their ends are quicker than ours.
So they'll send Hunter out wide to the left, wing to the right. And they're handing the ball off to the running back. He breaks into the secondary and into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. That was number 27 on the carry, Barbie. And he's the senior, the 5'6", 37-pound senior, to now make the score 30-20 as Ripley gets ready for their point after.
I'm glad to see them bringing in the big 6'7" guy for Ripley, because he's we're gonna need him next year.
Yeah, I'm glad to see a senior like Barbie.
Oh,
getting to carry the ball and getting to score some touchdowns because, you know, he's been on the team. And
Good.
here's a PAT, and it is good. So with 9 minutes exactly to go in the third quarter, the score is back up to a 10-point differential, 30-20. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. Correction on that score, they didn't put the PAT up. The score is 31-20. Ripley up by 11 with 9 minutes exactly to go, third quarter here in this first round of the TSSAA playoffs. Remember, the winner of this game will be in Covington next Friday night to take on the Covington Chargers.
Yeah, because it was 49-0, I think, at second quarter overall.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the other team to shut them down and score 50 points in the second half, so I thought that was a pretty safe assumption. Hendricks ready to kick off for the Tigers.
Looks like he's going to kick it deep.
They don't have anybody back too deep, so maybe he'll get it over their head. And it's a long kick, but it's going to be taking a decent length at 22. It goes out across the 25, the 30, and about the 30 is about it. And that's where Memphis East will go back on offense, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
On the 30. First down, 10, ball SP 30.
Well, I'd say we'll play Covington. I hope we win, but this game ain't over with yet.
No, it's a very anything can happen. You know, they're a very explosive team. So, you know, we've got to play ball. We've still got a quarter and 9 minutes left. East up to the line, shotgun formation, 2 wide right, 1 to the left.
Oh, we jumped.
And yeah, I think definitely somebody jumped, and I think I saw us make contact. No, it's going to be procedure against East. So that will back them up 5 yards. It'll make it 1st and 15. Now back at the 25. We moved, but they must have, somebody must have jumped and pulled us off sides. Same formation, 2 wide right, 1 to the left.
First down, ball on 25.
There's the snap. Quarterback's just going to run to his right. Got some blockers in front of him. Tries to get outside. He's got some room. He gets down right at the 40-yard line. He's going to be right at the first down marker. If he doesn't make it, he's just going to be really short. I mean, really close. If he is short. They're going to say he's just a hair short. Maybe, well, it's about a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 39-yard line. Is East at their own 35, 2nd and 1, 8:31 to go, third quarter. Ripley up 31-20.
I actually thought he got a whole lot further than that. I actually thought he had the first down.
And actually that touchdown brought to you by Bank Tennessee and Prime Renovations. And the quarterback sneak going up the middle again. This time Ripley ready for it, but not before he gets the first down. As he crosses the 40, he doesn't pick up but about 1.5 yards, but he didn't need but a yard. So that'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line for East with 8:25 to go, third quarter. 31-20. Ripley. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left for East. Wing to the left. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. And it's a halfback reverse. Now he wants to throw it. Now they're going to pull it down. And they're going to get him behind the line of scrimmage for about a 5-yard loss. So it's going to make it 2nd down and 15. Ball back at the 35. I'm not sure if that halfback looked like he may have wanted to throw it like a halfback pass, but it could have just been a reverse. At any rate, the result is a 5-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted to pass it. Then he looked like he wanted to run it. I don't think he could make up his mind which way he wanted to go. But good job by the Ripley Tiger defense.
2 wide left, 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Wing left, shotgun formation. Man in motion. And watch the quarterback go out the gut again. And he does, and he gets back about 4 of the 5 yards that they lost on the penalty. Ball right at the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and around 10. And watch this. I mean, they obviously can do different things out of it, but when you see a man go in motion toward the quarterback, you know, most of the time he's faking it to the man in motion and then faking it to the running back and then carrying it right up the middle. Of course, you know, they can hand it to either one, But until we stop that, I'm sure they're not going to do anything but keep running it with the quarterback.
Yeah, and just keep running it straight up the middle.
So it's third and right at 10, 6:40 to go, third quarter, Ripley on top, 31-20. Two wide right, one to the left. Shotgun formation, low snap, quarterback's just going to roll to his right, running, he's in the secondary, and he's got the first down as he crosses midfield and across the 45 and down close to the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to say he's down at the 41-yard line, but that'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 for Memphis East.
You know, he's getting some good blocking up front too.
Yeah, he is, and if
He's
you
getting some
notice
good
when
blocking
he's
up front.
when he runs those sweeps, his wideouts are really blocking for him downfield. Two wide to the right, one to the left, a wing to the left. Shotgun, or it's pistol formation, and the quarterback wants to throw over the middle, and he throws behind the intended receiver, and it falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 6:10 to go, third quarter.
He's just throwing it too low to his receivers. I mean,
Yeah, you know, he's not near the passer, he is the runner. You know, he doesn't, it appears, and I'm not a coach, but it appears he doesn't have the mechanics down to pass the ball well. He's just kind of standing flat foot and throwing it instead of stepping into it. But, you know, he probably don't have to throw the ball a lot because he's so good with his feet. Two wide right. One to the left, wing left, man in motion. Watch this again. And the quarterback just right up the middle again. And he's going to be brought down after a 2-yard gain, maybe 2 yard. We'll call it 2. Second down and 8, or excuse me, third down and 8.
I know he's taking a pounding tonight.
Yeah, you know, and of course that was a low snap ball and it messed up the timing on everything, so he didn't get the run that he usually gets, and I think that attributed to it. Hopefully, I'd like to say our defense had a lot to do with it as well. Same formation. Quarterback takes a snap. He wants to throw across the middle. He's got a man, and it falls incomplete. That one hit him in the chest, and it fell incomplete. But a good job by Mainers being right there as Johnny on the spot, hitting him just as the ball was delivered, and it falls incomplete. So now it's going to bring up 4th down and 9. So they have punted. They faked one punt and actually punted once tonight. So we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do here. And it looks like they're not even, let's see, are they even in a punt formation? No, they're just in shotgun formation. So it doesn't appear, they could do a quick kick, but it looks like they're going for it. And they are. Quarterback's just going to run to his right. Going outside, he's in the secondary. He's got the first down, and he's across the 25 down to the 20, down to the 24. And that'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st down and 10 for East with 5:25 to go. He's just a hard fella to stop.
He is.
And like I mentioned, if you'll watch him and look out in front of him, you'll see his wideouts doing a really good job blocking downfield. We're having a hard time getting off of those blocks.
And we've seen a lot of good runners, but I think he's been the best that we've played against.
He's definitely the best quarterback I've seen run, and one of the best running backs. 1st and 10. Ball on the 25. Quarterback's going to carry it himself. Going off the left side, he's kind of bottled up, but even with him bottled up, he still picks up, gets inside the 20 to around the 24. So he still picks up about 6 yards. On that play, it'll be 2nd down 4.
I'm going to tell you, he's one of the best runners that I've seen that was just in and out on you in just a quick second, and he's gone.
Yeah, you know, with them running that spread and spreading our defense out, you know, it leaves a lot of lanes, and he's really good at picking those lanes. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Man in motion. Watch the quarterback going. They hand it off this time to a running back, which is unusual, and I think he got the first down. He crosses the 15 and down to around the, looks like the 12. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line with 4:26 to go on the clock.
Yeah,
in the third quarter.
The running back probably don't weigh 140 pounds, but he hit that line hard.
He did, you know, of course, they set things up, you know, which all coaches do, and that looked like the quarterback, the same play where the quarterback keeps running up the middle. This time he just handed it off. And, you know, if you spy too much on one player, then they're going to find somebody else to burn you with. Shotgun formation, 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, just rolling to his right, just running, runs off left end. And brought down after a short gain for him anyway. He still probably picks up probably 4. down to, it looks like it's going to be around the 8-yard line.
Yeah, 8 or
Maybe
7.
the 7. It'll bring up 2nd and around 4. The ball is inside the 10. Same formation, quarterback's just running to his left, he cuts back inside, he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 5.
He got another first down.
Yeah, that'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line. Or did he get it? No, they're saying he's about a yard short.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be 3rd and 1. Be nice for them to get some of those penalties that we've got so many of about this point.
Yeah.
Back them up 10 or 15 yards. 2:58 on the game clock for the 3rd quarter. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Tried to pull Ripley off, didn't work. Quarterback's going to just roll out to his right. Good job by the Tigers, but he's still on his feet.
He got it. I mean, he got a first down.
Yeah, he got inside or outside the sticks, and so that'll move the sticks and make it 1st and goal. The ball's right at about the 2-yard line, maybe the 1. Looks like about
the 2. I mean, from here it looks like he's on about the 2.
Anyway, yeah, he's close. He's definitely inside the 3. 2:30 to go, 3rd quarter. Ripley leads by 11, but East knocking on the door. 1st and goal inside the 2 or inside the 3.
First down and about 3.
2 wide right, 2 wide to the left. Man in motion. Quarterback wants to run it himself, and he is this time caught behind the line, or at least at the line. It looks like he's going to lose about a yard. It may be the first time we've caught him for a loss tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's only about a yard loss, but it's still a loss.
Yeah, at least he didn't get closer to the end zone. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from still about the 3-yard line.
I actually thought that they would have went up on the center, being that close.
Don't give them any help. They may do it this time. All right, but they're still in shotgun. 1:37 to go on the game clock. Quarterback's just going to roll to his right, looking for a crease, cutting it back inside, gets in the end zone. So with 1:31 to go, 3rd quarter, East scores again to make the score 26-31.
He walks in.
And is there a flag on the play? No, I guess they're just setting up for the point after.
They're probably going to go for 2.
Yeah, I don't think they really have an extra point kicker. At least we haven't seen that tonight. So they're going to line up for a 2-point conversion. The score now 26-31 as they line up with 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the left, man in motion. And the quarterback's just rolling to his left. Oh, and a good job by, who was that made the tackle? And I want to see who that was. They stopped the 2-point conversion. Is that Crowder or?
No, it ain't Crowder.
I'm watching him run down, but he won't turn where I can see his numbers.
Right.
Yeah, I see him, but I just can't see his numbers from this side. He's behind the coaches now. 20, that was Mainers.
That's Maynard.
And
He did a good job.
That was a form tackle. That was an outstanding tackle by Mainers. Mainers playing safety for us all year and has done a great job, but that was one of the best open field tackles I've seen all year by anybody, and he really did a good job to keep the score now 26-31. A 5-point difference, so the Tigers go back as they'll get ready to receive. They need to put some points on the board because they need to make this a 2-score ball game with only 1:31 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Well, you know, the quarterback's been the kicker, he's been the punter, he's been the runner. I mean, what else can a kid do?
The only thing he hasn't done is block for himself.
Yeah, and I bet he can do that.
He's had some good blockers. Back deep for the Tigers is going to be Theus, number 12. He's going to stand back at about his 15-yard line. And another back stands at about the 25.
I don't know who that is. I can't see him.
Can't tell if that's a 9 or a 4. I can only see one number. We're getting ready for the kickoff. Just waiting on Mr. Everything, number 2, to kick the ball off. And it's a high kick, not real long, but high. It's going to be taken at the 26. and he gets out across the 25 and the 30 and the 35 and down to about the 39-yard line. So Ripley go back on offense at their own 39 with 1:22 to go in the third, leading 31-26.
You know, this has been a really good ball game.
Yeah, it has. It's been a better ball game than I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't, I mean, you got to look at it this way. Memphis East, we're number 4 in our region. Memphis East was number 1 in their region.
Right.
So this is number 4 playing against number 1. So, you know they got to be a good team. All right, Ripley up to the line. Here they snap the ball, they hand it to the running back. He's got it into the linebacker level, still on his feet. And he picks up about 6 as he's brought down at the 46-yard line. It'll make it second down and around 4.
The main ref called the game. I mean, you know, blew the whistle to start the game. Memphis East had to run to the line by the time Ripley
Yeah, they were
hiked
already
the
up.
ball.
Yeah, they were already up that night. They did a good job of not letting us get loose because they weren't set. Hunter wide left. And the referee's going to come in and stop play. He's doing some traffic directing out there. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Lucky counting players.
It may be. And looks like it's going to be a penalty against East and it'll give us a first down. Maybe they had too many men on the field. Illegal substitution, it looks like. I didn't see the motion from the white hat. But that's good for us. It moves the sticks and makes a first down. That's a Dan Douglas, attorney at law, penalty that's for the Tigers. Ripley hands the ball off to Big Pitts going up the middle, still rambling and rumbling as he picks up about 5 yards going through the heart of that Memphis East defense as he crosses the 45 and down to the 44-yard line for the Ripley Tigers. It'll make it second down and about 5.
23 seconds to go in this third quarter. I don't know if he get it off. He might.
Hunter will be split wide to the left. Crowder is the wing to the left. He goes in motion, switches sides. Hearn under center. Takes a snap. Hands it to the running back on the right side. He's got the first down. He's in the secondary, still on his feet as he crosses the 35 and down to the 33-yard line. That's another Discount Home Solutions. Clint Conrad, first down.
That's in the third quarter.
And that was the last play of the third. And so your score at the end of 3 is Ripley 31 and Memphis East 26. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this. We are just about ready for the fourth and final quarter here in the first round of the TSSAA playoffs. Ripley leading 31-26. Ripley will have the ball first and 10 at the 33-yard line of East when we start the fourth quarter. Both teams back out on the field. And again, this Memphis East team is no slouch. Again, they're number 1 in their district, and they're number 1 for a reason. Wide right is Hunter. Hearn under center. They hand it off to the running back going off the left side. He's in the linebacker level, still on his feet, still pushing. So he gets out about to the 26-yard line. Nice carry on a first down play. He picks up about 6 on the play. Wait for them to spot it. Yeah, about 6, so it'll make it second down 4. 11:27 to go in the ball game. Man in motion for Ripley, wide left, wing left. And the ball goes to big old Pitts going off the left side. He's in the secondary, still rambling. On the outside, he twists and turns, pushed out of bounds, but well after he picks up the first down, gets inside the 15 to around the 13-yard line. That is another Clint Conrad, CSC, first down.
Good run by old Pitts.
Big old Pitts. Again, that was CSC Renovations, first down.
Every first down, go.
Ripley up to the line. And the ball right up the gut now is the Tigers, and that is number 5, Carney. He is about at the 1 yard line. That is going to be a first and goal from about the 1 for the Ripley Tigers.
Great job by the Tiger offense, Michael.
Yeah,
That's to push you on up.
And that's CSC Renovation, Clint Conrad, first down.
I believe we'll have to get it this time and get it on.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They go in I formation this time.
And they hand ball, they go right up the gut,
Straight up the middle.
and it's a touchdown.
I think that was Jack Hearn.
I think it was, and I'm glad to see Jack get a touchdown.
Yes.
I think that was him. I think you're right. I think it was a quarterback sneak. And, well, Jack has paid his dues this year, and he's come along as a quarterback, and he's a leader on the team. And that's one of the things that the coach really likes about him is he, he's a little field general out there on the team, and he keeps the team up, and he's a good kid. Oh, and I've got to mention, it looks like, he's maintained a 4.0 all the way through high school, and it looks like he's going to graduate as a valedictorian, so kudos to him. Here's a kick, up and good. So with 10:40 to go in the ball game, Ripley up 38-26. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with a kickoff right after this. We are awaiting the kickoff by the Tigers. That was actually a Discount Home Solutions first down, or touchdown, or first down, check that. But it was a Bank Tennessee and Prime Renovations touchdown. Thank you for all the sponsors. Appreciate everyone that we've got. And of course, I appreciate it, but it's not about me. It's not about anybody but these players. And so thank you from the players to everybody that sponsors these ball games and support these players, where they listen to them on the radio, come out and watch them on Friday night, watch them on Tiger TV, just support them financially or any way they can support these Tigers. They really appreciate it, and they're really good kids. Our young folks don't get the credit they deserve these days. The few bad ones always get the publicity. Here's the kick, and it's a low kick as it just scribbles across the ground, but it does go down inside the 25, and he's going to be, he gets outside of the couple of runners.
Gunner Crowder got him down on that.
Yeah, he did, and gets him down at the 27-yard line. So again, as I was saying, it's all about these players and these young folks, because they are the future of Lauderdale County and and well beyond, because some of them will stay here and be leaders, and some of them will go other places and be leaders. So, the more we can support these people, not only the better off Lauderdale County is, the better off the world is. Thank you to everybody who supports not only Ripley football, but all of Ripley athletics, all of Ripley High School, all of Halls High School, any high school in the country. Just support young people. They deserve it. All right, up to the line now. Memphis East, empty backfield. One man in the backfield, and actually there's a pass, and it's tipped into the air and intercepted. And Ripley has got the interception, and he goes, who was that, number 5? That was Carney. And he gets down to the 25-yard line. So with 10:23 to go in the game, Ripley up by 12. They get a pick and have the ball 1st and 10 at the Memphis East 25-yard line.
Great defensive by Carney, wasn't it?
Yeah, Carney. And, I don't know who tipped the ball, but Carney looked up, was able to catch the ball and advance it down the field and put the Tigers back in position where hopefully they can get another score and hopefully put this game on ice. It's a little early to talk about that yet, though. Wide out to the left. And they hand the ball to running back, and he's into the secondary. He's got one man that can catch him, and nobody does. And he runs into the end zone, and that is number 27, Barbie again. And I am so glad to see this senior have such a great night tonight. And
yeah, he's probably got over 100 yards.
Yeah,
he's
probably been the leading rusher tonight between him and Pitts. But we got an injured player down, and that is a star physical therapy. Is he up now? A flag comes out late, just now, as a matter of fact. That sounds like that might be or it looks like it could be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
On Memphis East?
Yeah. I mean, it came out so late, it was a dead ball foul, whatever it was. But I haven't seen an indication.
Well,
It looks like we're lined up to go for extra point at any rate. Maybe that's something they'll mark off on the, let's see, here's the indication. Unsportsmanlike conduct against East, and that will probably be marked off on the kickoff, I'm guessing.
yes, but it looked like that Jack and Hendricks was going to come off, and they move it up to to half the distance. But
All right, here we go. We get ready for the point after. Snap, hold, kick up, and it is good. So the score now, 45-26, as Ripley opens up a commanding lead with 10:15 to go in this fourth and final quarter here from Haley Stadium here on Mount Moriah in Memphis, Tennessee, as Ripley is leading the Memphis East team. And again, they were number one in their district. Number one plays number four, and we were number four in ours, and so we played number one, and we've got a commanding lead. We just got to hold, Memphis East is an explosive team. They can score quickly. Mainly what we've got to do, of course, we've got to stop them, but we've got to get the ball back and just grind out a bunch of time now and keep the ball out of their hands.
yeah, we don't need to let the foot off the gas now. No, we need to keep doing what we're doing and go ahead and just get this. Although we got 10 minutes left to go in the game, you think this game is over. It's not over until the clock says 0.
That's exactly right.
But this Memphis East team, they are a good team.
They are. They're a lot better team than I actually anticipated. And when I say they're a lot better team, I mean, yeah, see, that penalty was going to be enforced on the kickoff. So Ripley will be kicking off from the Memphis East 45-yard line instead of their own 40. Can't let your foot off the gas. Got to keep playing to the final whistle. But I really wish that we could get some, get enough of a cushion where we could get some younger kids in, let them do some playing, because that's, it's great for, I start saying for young folks to get to play in a playoff game, but we got a lot of young folks that are starting in a playoff game.
That's right.
And we're going to be kicking, we switch from the right hash mark to the left hash mark. And again, as I was saying earlier, I know a lot of young folks across the country don't get, they get a bad reputation. But if you're around our kids, and most young folks, I think most of them are really good kids. Here's the kick, and it's going to go all the way back into the end zone, so they won't get to bring it out. They'll be running from their own 20, so that'll be the line of scrimmage for Memphis East to start with 10:14 to go in the game. Ripley up 45-26.
And guess who was back here to caught that ball?
Now number 2.
Number 2.
And he's probably, it looks like he's probably 6'2" or 3.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not down there with him. He might be 6'4" or 5. I'm sure I'd have to look up to him. But
I was down at the bathroom when they all come by. I was close to it. And he's about 6'2", 6'3".
First and 10 from their own 20-yard line. With 10:14 to go in the ball game. Memphis with the ball. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback's just going to run it to the right, or run it to his left. And a good job by Crowder and can't see who else was on the stop. Probably maybe Carney. I can watch the player. Yeah, Carney was one of them. So it's about a 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8. Quarterback is a low snap. He wants to throw. Looking downfield, he's chased out of the pocket. He's running around the far side. He's on his feet. Got a lot of room in front of him. He's going to step out of bounds as he picks up the first down off the right-hand side on basically a broken play. But it does move the chains with 9:37 to go in the ball game. They'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball is going to be spotted right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he ran 50 yards to get a first down.
He did.
But he got the speed to do it.
Nose of the ball just shy of the 30. Two wide right, one to the left. Wing to the left. Pistol formation. And the quarterback the ball hit the ground, and so they're going to catch him behind the line of scrimmage for only the second time tonight. He's going to lose a couple of yards. It'll make it second down and around 12 for Memphis East, and that's about the second or third really low snap they've had tonight that just threw the timing off on the play, and he didn't get much of anything going. Looks like he loses around 3 altogether, so it'll make it second down and 13.
Second down, 13.
Quarterback wants to throw. He's looking. He throws a long ball down the field, and incomplete. It looked like he was right there, and the ball hit him in his hands, and it looked like maybe we kind of interfered with his vision, not interfered with the pass, but it does fall incomplete. It'll bring up third down, 13 now.
Yeah, because the ball looked like it just fell just right through his hands.
Yeah, it did. And we had a player, it looked like it kind of went up to try to block the ball, and I don't think he touched it, but I think maybe he obstructed his vision, and at any rate, it falls incomplete. It'll bring up third down, 13 with 9 minutes and 1 second to go. Quarterback's just going to run. No, he's wanting to throw. He's throwing. He got a man wide open down this side of the field, and it's complete. And Theus is the only one that can catch him. If he can, and he does, he brings him down inside the 10 at around the 8-yard line. And he got behind our secondary that time, and we paid for it.
We sure did. And a good throw by the quarterback and a good catch by the receiver.
Yeah, he gets down to the 9-yard line, so it'll be first and goal from the 9 with 8:50 to go in this game. Memphis East is not giving up. You can't relax with a lead. Two wide to the right, one to the left, wing to the left. Quarterback's just going to run to his left. He's running into a pile, and he gets down. I guess he's about the 9-yard line. Looks like, so I guess that was pretty close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll make it second and goal from the 9.
Yeah, great pass. What did he throw, about 60 yards?
I don't know, a long way. He threw it a long way in the air. All right, second and goal from the 9. Two wide to the right, one to the left. Shotgun formation, low snap. He's going to throw a fade pattern.
But throw to the quarterback, but I think it's intercepted.
I thought it was a touchdown. No, incomplete. Incomplete. It was a jump ball. Either one of us could have had it, and you're right. Actually, our guy actually came down with it, Theus, or he had it in his hand when he got up. I'm not going to say he came down with it, but at any rate, it does fall incomplete. It'll make it third down and 9. Now, I'll take an incomplete over a touchdown any day. I'd rather have an interception, but that'll work too. We just got to stop them 2 more plays on this drive, and then hopefully we can get the ball back and eat up a bunch of clock. Wide outs to either side, wing to the left. Shotgun formation. Quarterback just wants to run up the middle. Now he's breaking it outside, and a good job bringing it down from behind. And he fumbles the ball and fumbles it out of bounds. So if we could have gotten to it a little bit quicker, we could have recovered that ball, but we don't. But at any rate, he still ends up at about the 8-yard line.
Like he's hurt.
Yeah, they're helping him up. He walks up, gets up. He's walking under his own power. And let's see, he's walking off the field. Yeah, I think he's just getting a play from the coach, maybe. So the result of the play is third down and still goal from about the 9-yard line. Number 2's played his heart out tonight, that's for sure.
Yes.
2 wide right, 1 to the left. And he wants to throw. He's dropped straight back. Now he's throwing over the middle. He's got the touchdown with 7:41 to go in the ball game. Memphis East not giving up as they close the gap now. 32-45 as they get ready for their point after. That was a well-ran route and a well-thrown ball. Good catch, good throw. Not terrible coverage. But the result is a touchdown. So I guess they'll line up and go for 2 again. So we get the ball back, we just got to grind a bunch of clock. 2-point conversion attempt. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback throws to his right, wants to throw the ball, and intercepted.
Well, it's a
And that's just a no. It doesn't count as just counts as a no good 2-point conversion. So anyway, that extra point fails, and the score remains 45-32. Ripley's still up by 13, so still a 2-point lead with 7:41 to go in the ball game. Ripley will be getting ready to receive the ball and hopefully eat up a lot of clock and put some points on the board and come back to Ripley with a win and get ready for next week, as we're not ready to end our season yet. You know, one of the things that a lot of people do realize, but everybody don't, if you get to play 2 or 3 extra games every year from the time you're a freshman to your seniors, you know, if you just play 2 extra games for 4 years, that's 8 extra games. That's almost a whole extra season. So by the time you get to be a senior, you know, you're almost like a 5th-year senior. You get a lot of extra practice and a lot of extra games, and that's the reason a lot of these teams who go deep in the playoffs keep going deep in the playoffs, because they do get to play so much longer than the ones who don't. So Ripley ready to receive a kickoff. Theus is going to stand back around his 10. Got to tell everybody that on our way down, we stopped at Gus's and ate some of that world famous Gus's fried chicken on the way down. I think came up with a new routine. Anytime we go south, we have to stop at Gus's and eat. Anytime we go north, we have to stop at Boyette's and eat. I think next time I go to Hall's, I'm going to have to go to Boyette's too. So if I go north, that's just kind of got to be one of my destinations. Here's the kickoff, and it's an onside kick, and they recover it, but I don't think it went 10 yards.
Yeah. Well, that's got score interest. Mumford 28, Portland 27, that's final. Middleton 35, Tredford 16, that's final. There's a team that's 4-6 that's beating a team 8-2 up in Middle Tennessee. Westview beat.
No, they say that the East ball.
Oh no. That ball didn't go 10 yards.
Well, I guess it did. If it's at the 49, they kicked it from the 40. It's 49 on the other side of the 50.
Oh,
But I thought he touched it before it got to the 50. Anyway, they've got the ball back.
well.
So we've got to play some defense again. They called us napping right there. Quarterback is, at this time, they put another guy in at quarterback and they put him at halfback, and he throws the ball.
And they got
it's
it.
complete. Right at the first down marker.
He got the first down.
So that'll move the sticks at the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 with 7:31 to go on the game clock. 1st down and 10, Memphis East.
I just didn't think that ball went 10 yards, but I guess it did.
Yeah, they had it spotted at the opposite 49. And they kicked it from the 40, so that'd be 11 yards.
Well, we're playing in Memphis too.
That
You know.
too. That too.
Yeah, oh well, we got to play.
1st down and 10. I'm not sure why the clock's not running.
Another first down, 10.
2 wide left, 2 wide right. Man in motion. And they're throwing it right over the middle. And intercepted. And that's Theus on the interception. He's got a couple to one man to beat. If he can get a block there and he makes a good cutback, he's going to go all the way in for a Ripley Tiger touchdown. Only 2 seconds went off the clock, or 3 seconds. I'm not real sure about this clock, but I think there's a flag on the play back here. I think it's going to come back.
Well, it was a 7:31 now to 7:18, but it should have been more off the clock than that.
So the flag is
Well, sure
back
it
at the
is.
42-yard line, so I'm sure that's going to come back. You know, where it was intercepted, I can't understand why there wouldn't be a block behind the runner, or there shouldn't be. I'll put it that way. At any rate, that looks like it's going to be the case, but the interception should stand. We should have the ball. Your score: Ripley 45, Memphis East 32. We'll let the referee sort this out, wait for a signal. Block in the back, Ripley. So Ripley will have the ball. It'll be 1st and 10. Instead of having a touchdown, they'll have the ball back somewhere around the 32-yard line. Ball at the 32. 1st and 10 for Ripley. 7:18 to go on the game clock. Ripley leads 45-32. They should get a big dose of Pitts on this drive. Wide right, wing left. Pitts up the gut. He's in the secondary. Got the 1st down and tripped up right at the 45-yard line after a pickup of about 14. That'll move the sticks. 1st and 10 Tigers. That is another discount home solution. Clint Conrad, 1st down.
We only ran 8 seconds off the clock that time.
Remember, CSC renovations as well over in Covington, Tennessee. Or Discount Home Solutions, open in Covington now. Wide left, they hand the ball to number 27. He's going outside. He's got a nice gain of around 8 going off the left side. And let's see, they're going to spot the ball at the 48-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and around 2, 3. 2nd and 3. 7-yard pickup.
Well, you know who's going to get this. Big old Pitts.
Wide right, wing left. Man in motion. He sets up on the right side. And they hand the ball to Pitts, trying to get outside. He breaks a couple of tackles, gets right at the 1st down marker. He may be a hair short, depending on the spot. They're going to say it's 3rd down, or 2nd down, no 3rd. Now they say it's 1st down, I believe. No, the guy with the sticks over there, the chain gang, he wanted to move it, but the referee over here held up 3 fingers, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I sure thought he got more than 2 yards.
Looked like it. It definitely looked like it. 5:39 to go in the game. Ripley up by 12, 45-32. Wide left, wing left. Hearn takes a snap. He hands it off to Pitts, going off left tackle. He's got the tackle. He got the 1st down, still on his feet and upended, but not until he gets down to around the 37-yard line. And that'll move the sticks. 1st down and 10. That's exactly what the Tigers need to do. Eat up clock. Grind these yards out and just eat up clock.
Good job by the Memphis East defense, Mike, on getting low on Pitts.
And that is another discount home solution. Clint Conrad, 1st down. Now open in Covington for all your flooring and more. Right at the 5-minute mark to go in the game. Wide left, wing right. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to Pitts going off the right side. He's in the secondary. He crosses the 30 down to the 29, and the flag comes out late. He picked up around 8 yards, but we'll have to see what the penalty is as we are at the 4:55 mark. And an injured player, and that is a Star Physical Therapy injury timeout. Flag is right at the 30-yard line.
Unless it's, who knows what this penalty is going to be.
But it's against Ripley because the ball is spotted back at the 40. This player's still down. Remember to go see Jessica and all the bunch at Star Physical Therapy to get you back out on the field or on the court or back to work, wherever you need to be in record time. And looks like he is going to get up. And he's going to hop off. Now he's just going to kind of limp off. Now he looks like he's walking pretty good.
That number 2?
Number 7.
Here we go, holding. Ripley.
So ball back at the 40. 4:55 to go in the game. Ripley leads by 13, 45-32. It will be 1st and 10, or excuse me, 1st and 12 for Ripley. Nose of the ball rests right on the east 40-yard line.
Must have been a spot foul.
It was. It was downfield. Hunter wide to the right.
It's gonna be second down 10.
Wing to the right.
I'm sorry, first.
And they hand the ball to Barbie going off the left side.
Number 24,
And he picks up about 2 or 3 going off the left side, but that keeps the clock moving.
I don't think he got a half a yard, did he?
It was, and we'll wait till the yard, the ball marker puts it down. Decides where he's going to put it. Looks like he must have picked up about 2 because it shows 2nd and 10.
Oh, okay.
Wide right,
It's gonna be second
wing
down.
right, wing and tight end, switch sides from right to left.
38 yards.
Earn under center. And the ball to Barbie. He goes off left tackle. He's in the secondary. He's going down the sideline. Makes a good cut. Got more than the first down. Still on his feet inside the 10 and down to around the 5-yard line with 4 minutes and 1 second to go in the ball game. An injured player down for East, but when play resumes, it'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers at the Memphis East 4-yard line. And again, that is another Star Physical Therapy injury timeout. And now he pops up under his own power.
I think they're just stalling for time.
Yeah, they're not helping themselves by doing that.
No, not at all.
All right, the ball is spotted, and after the first down, they move the chains, which they don't have to move the chains when it's inside the 10. Clock should be running as soon as the referee blows it into play. Unless there was a timeout that I haven't seen called. Clock should be running, but it's not. It's still at 4 minutes and 1 second. Now the referee blows it into play. And that just seemed like it took a little longer than, we should be, we got 25 seconds or 40 seconds, so we should be milking this down. And here we go. They hand the ball to Pitts, and he's going to go into the end zone off the right side. So with 3:45 to go in the ball game, Ripley now opens up the score 51-32 as we get ready for the point after.
Referee stopped the clock for some reason.
After
Well, I
a
guess he
touchdown.
had to after touchdown.
So Ripley will line up for the point after. I've got to say there were about, I think I counted 8 or 9 police cars here tonight. So there was plenty of security. Didn't have any problem here, and haven't felt unsafe at all. And actually ran into a guy from Ripley who's a police officer here. Here's a snap, hold the kick up, and it is
No good.
no good. So the score remains 51-32. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this ball game. Ripley 51, Memphis East 32. And if everything holds as we hope it does, and it should, not saying that it's absolutely 100% at this point, but if it does, next Friday night, Ripley will be in Covington. Ripley played Covington within 10 points the last time that we played them, and we didn't have our big running back in that game. So, Ripley looks for another chance to take advantage or get revenge against Covington. And, of course, we got to get out of this game first. But if we do, make your plans now to travel to Covington next Friday night and support these Ripley Tigers in their run in the TSSAA playoffs. Here's the kick. It's a low kick. It's going to be taken at the 31, and he is going to be brought down about the 38, 39-yard line with 3:37 to go in the ball game. It'll be 1st and 10 for Memphis East. Again, Ripley 51 and Memphis East 32.
And it's been a good ball game.
It has. Like I said, I'm so impressed with this quarterback.
Oh, me
Memphis
too.
East. He's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to watch and keep up with him and just see where he goes. And surely he's a senior. If he's not, that's really amazing. All right, there we'll have wide outs, one to either side, wing to the left. Shotgun formation, wants to throw, looking, and he throws a long pass downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to go into the end zone. And that ball was actually thrown.
And
That was a 62-yard pass reception. for a touchdown.
That was actually a pass interference on the offense because he pushed off on one of our defenders, but of course it wasn't called.
Well, that will narrow the score. Of course, we've still got a little cushion, and we get the ball back. We just got to eat up a bunch of clock. I don't remember if East has used a touchdown, a timeout or not.
I don't think they have this time.
They get ready for a 2-point conversion. And that was a well-thrown ball and a great catch and run. Now, there's no two ways about it. Too wide to either side. Quarterback drops straight back, wants to throw. Now he's going to throw it again, and he had a man that fell in the end zone. He tried to catch it, but it falls incomplete. So the score now is 51. That's 38?
38.
We've got some lights out on the clock down there, but 51-38.
And if the umpire down here didn't see the push off, then
So a 13-point lead by the Tigers. Still got a two-score advantage, and Ripley will get the ball back. So we just need to grind out about 3 minutes and 25 seconds and try to take this victory and get back to Ripley and prepare for next week and get to practice another week and get to play another weekend.
you know, that was why the defender, he stopped and the guy went on into the end zone because he had got pushed.
I didn't see it.
That's why you got me, Mike.
That's right.
I can see all these things.
I'm glad you can.
I see them in my sleep.
I believe it. I'll be looking for it on the replay. But I may not have. I may have been looking at the ball, not looking at the receiver.
Well, I saw the ball, but I also saw the guy when he pushed off.
Okay. Well, you can see more than I can. You ain't old. You're not as old as I am. Either.
No, but I'm creeping that way.
I hope it's a long time before you catch me.
How old are you, 63?
2.
62.
Don't push me no further than I am. 3:25 to go in the ball game. 51-38. Ripley with the advantage as we get ready for the Memphis East kick. And you can say this Memphis East team hasn't quit.
No.
And here's their Mr. Everything number 2 kicking off. And the man's offsides. They had a man big time offsides. There's the flag.
I can't believe they threw a flag.
That was so obvious that they had to throw that. He was 2 steps ahead of the kicker. It's obviously an onside kick, and they're trying to get the ball back, but you can't take that much of an advantage. So Memphis will back up 5 yards and kick it again. They'll be kicking from the 35.
I don't know why they don't try for the end zone. Which we got to get back there, though. But
I don't know if they've got a kicker that can kick it that far. And of course, they're trying to get the ball back with an onside kick. And if the ball crosses the 45, it's anybody's ball. And here we go. Here's the kick again. And handled cleanly by the Ripley Tigers. They'll have it at Memphis East 40-yard line, and that was number 7, AT3 with the sure hands, like his daddy. And so that will put Ripley, they're going to say the ball's right at the 50-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Ripley at the midfield stripe with 3:22 to go in the game. Ripley leading 51-38.
I just think at this point, we need to score again.
I'll be happy just to run the clock out. I just want to win and get out of here. Everybody in tight except for one wide out to the right, wing left. And they hand the ball to the running back going off the left guard or tackle, and he's in the secondary far down the sideline and he had a nice stiff arm down the field. He gets down to the 22-yard line.
That's Barbie.
A huge game for Barbie, and I'm so glad to see a senior like Barbie have such a big night. And of course, I'm proud for all these Tigers. But I've got a special place in my heart for the seniors because I know what it is to feel like you're playing your last season, and you definitely don't want the last game to end, so you want to keep playing so you can play again next week. 3 minutes exactly left in the game. We need to milk this clock and don't need to snap the balls. to the last second. Take your time, man in motion, wing left, wide left, and the ball to big old Pitts going off the left side. He's going to be brought down after a pickup of around 5. He gets down to the 16-yard line. Not sure, I don't know, he may have got knocked out of bounds. Couldn't tell, but the clock has stopped. If he didn't get knocked out of bounds or step out of bounds, it shouldn't have stopped, but it did at 2:45, so I guess that's the case.
It's probably a penalty on the play against Ripley.
Yeah, blocking the back against Ripley. That was the reason the clock was stopped. But they still got the first down. I guess it must have been a dead ball foul after the play. Well, that's a 10-yard penalty. So that'll move us back to the 31. Now, clock should start now. Now we've got 25 seconds before we need the clock start to snap the ball. But we take the ball, we run off the right side and inside and back outside, still in the speed's number 27, still fighting into the secondary and into the end zone with 2:34 to go in the game. No flags on the play that I can see at this point. That's another Ripley Tiger touchdown. That is a Bank Tennessee and Prime Renovations touchdown, $25, along with Jeff Hill and any other former Ripley players that want to match his pledge. It goes to the Ripley football program.
So he's giving $25 for every touchdown.
For every touchdown. And challenging all former Ripley football players to do that as well. Getting ready for the extra point. Here's a snap, hold, kick, up, and this one is good with 2:29. The score now, Ripley 58 and Memphis East 38. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. We are back, and if you can see this, you can see that the Tigers are celebrating a little bit. They're getting a little loose. The music playing. They're got a little head bob and a little dance going as they're coming out onto the field. I don't blame them. They're up 20 points and know that they're going to be playing in the second round of the playoffs. And got to give a huge shout out to this team that's made it to the playoffs all 4 years of their career in high school, and a huge shout out to the Ripley football coaching staff for being the winningest, have won more games in the playoffs than any other coach in Ripley history since they started the playoffs in around 1980.
And then we make it to the third round last year to play Haywood.
That's exactly right. We are ready for the kick, and here it is. And it's a squibbler on the ground. It's going to be taken at the 35 and hit hard and immediately by, who was that? That 12 or 14?
14.
14 for the Tigers on the tackle. That was J.T. Talaferro. And
he's a senior, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a senior. Good open field tackle by him. And so Memphis East will go back on offense with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the game. Ripley up by 20. 38-58. So as I was saying, just not in overall wins, in playoff wins, and getting to the playoffs and how many wins, how many times you have a win during the playoffs, and I've forgotten exactly what the number is, but congratulations to Coach Cruz and his staff. Man in motion, the quarterback wants to throw, drops straight back, he's being chased, and he just flips the ball up, and it's going to be intercepted.
Intercepted again.
And let's see, who was that? Was that number one? That was the freshman again, Marjay Barbie, the freshman. And we got a flag
out here.
Yeah, and it's going to be against East. It should be, because I know Crowder, and look at Crowder. He's strutting off the field. He knows he didn't do anything wrong. He did exactly what the coaches have taught him to do. Sit back, let them do what they got to do. Put your hands up in the air, let them take the penalty. I understand these young folks. They get, they played hard. They've had a good season, and now they see their season coming to an end. I don't condone it by any stretch of the imagination, but I do to a degree understand it, and I just can't imagine it being against Ripley. And we'll get the call, and it's a personal foul, and it is against East as we expected. So that'll move them back 15 yards. Little Crowder, he's Baney Rooster out there. I like him. He's a fun player to watch.
Yeah, I like Turner. He's a good kid. He got good parents, Shannon and Ray.
He does. Good folks, and they're heavily involved with the Booster Club. Don't know what, and also York and his parents, just huge supporters of the Booster Club and have been for 4 years now, and hope they stay around and continue to help because they are a huge asset to the football program, and they're just invaluable and good folks, just good people. That's the main thing.
And we need more churches to get involved during the season too, as far as feeding the kids.
Amen. I agree with you there. And it was great that the two churches you're involved with helped the team, sponsor the games on the radio this year. But yes, that is a big thing for teams. I'll let you finish for teams. That's what we do every year. Is the Booster Club lines up churches to feed the team every Friday afternoon before the games. And they've been doing that for, I guess, since Coach Cruz has been here. And but we definitely need more because sometimes we have to dip, sometimes go to the second time, go back around and ask the same church to do it again the second time. And we've got enough churches and enough people around that, we can spread it around enough where everybody can do it once.
Yeah, and I guess we fed them too good last week because the lady over the Booster asked who it was that we used. Of course, I gave her a name. But she had to call my son Jordan, get her phone number, and she did it again today. And it's just a blessing to be able to go and feed them kids before the games. But we do need more churches, and we need the community to come together more and support this team.
At the end of the season, at some point, whether it be right after the season or for the banquet. We try to gather enough money to feed the football players steak on banquet night, and we typically have to try to get together and raise the funds for that, and we've always been able to do that. But if we could get more people involved, you just always hate to keep going back and asking the same people all the time, even though they're always willing to do it. But if we could get more people to help out, that would be great. And but anyway, everything that's done for this team is appreciated by everybody, and there's no deed too small or unnoticed by anybody who's done anything for the football program or any kids at Ripley High School in any sport. 2:14 to go in the game. Ripley up 58-38. They'll have the ball, 1st and 10. Again, next Friday night, Ripley will travel to Covington to take on the Covington Chargers, the Hatchie River rivalry. And we will be in Covington to bring you all the action if you can't make it, but try to make it. Here's we get ready for the snap. They hand the ball to the running back going right up the middle. Number 14, short game. Doesn't matter. We're eating up clock. Picks up about a yard.
Well, we was.
The clock is stopped, but I'm not sure if there was a timeout called. I guess there was.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, there's a timeout. I didn't see who called it. It had to be them. It wouldn't have been us. We'll hold it here for the last 2 minutes and 9 seconds. As I was saying, next Friday night, Ripley will travel to Covington to take on the Covington Chargers. Covington, I think, they only lost 2 games during the regular season, and they had a commanding lead tonight, so I'm sure they won. So we will be traveling there, and we played them I think as close as anybody did all season that didn't beat them. So we would definitely love to have a victory against the Covington Chargers, but we need everybody's support. Everybody come out and make a lot of noise and support the Ripley High School Tiger football team. Ripley up to the line, 2:09 on the clock, 2nd down 8, wide left, wing left.
2nd down 9.
Aaron takes a snap, hands it off to Barbie. Cuts it down the middle. He's got the 1st down, and he stays on his feet. Doesn't want to quit.
He's still running.
I guess I don't know why they would have blown a whistle.
I don't either.
He could have scored on that play. They must have blown the whistle. He must have said his forward progress stopped, but I didn't see it. But it should be enough for a 1st down. It is. So that'll move the sticks with 2:01 on the clock. Ripley up 58-38.
Well, that definitely would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, but if the whistle did blow, that would stand the reason why everybody quit giving chase and quit trying to tackle him. So I'm not up here. We can't hear anything, so I'm not going to prejudge that. 1:50 to go in the game. And to hand the ball to the running back going off the right side. He goes across the 25 and down to the 24.
Glass.
And that is about a 4 or 5 yard pickup for Ripley. Glass on the carry.
I don't understand why the clock keeps stopping.
They call timeout.
Okay.
Now, they're going to use all their timeouts.
Well, that should be it.
I know that's second, maybe in the third. I really hadn't kept up with them. But we've got 1 minute and 53 seconds to go in this game. Ripley will end up winning up by 20 at this point, 58-38. As we've mentioned several times, come next Friday night, support the Tigers. Just a short drive, 15 miles down the highway to Covington, and of course, you know, it's a fierce rivalry, but it's a friendly rivalry because you know, our own J.R. Kirby from Ripley is the coach at Covington, and he and Coach Cruz are good friends. They work together, they help each other until they play each other, and then they're, you know, I won't say they're enemies, but they both want to beat each other, and we want to win. They've had the upper hand. It's time for us. Up to the line, wide out to the left, wing to the left. Hand the ball to number 14 going off the left side. Number 14 for the Tigers picks up about 3. And 14 on the carry for the Tigers again was Talaferro. He's a senior. Glad to see a senior get to carry the ball again as we're at, I don't think they can stop the clock again now, so with 1:25 to go in the game, Ripley up by 20.
I think J.R. lives in Ripley too, don't he, Mike?
Yeah.
He's my second cousin, and I'm proud for the success that he's had.
Oh, yeah, I mean, JR's a great guy and has had a lot of success, and he deserves every bit of it because he works hard for it.
Well, there's another
yeah, I guess this is their last time out. But you know, Coach Cruz works just as hard, and I'm just as proud of him. You know, I always tell Coach Kirby, you know, I'm for you until you play Ripley. I tell him at the beginning of the season, I hope you go 9-1, but every year I hope Ripley wins. You know, tell Coach Kirby, I hope he goes 9-1. Coach Cruz, I hope he goes 10-0. But they're both good guys. You know, relatively young guys, and have had a lot of success, and just proud of both of them because they're good people. They're just good guys, and they care a lot about their kids and their players.
Well, Coach Cruz and them just doesn't teach. I mean, their job is to teach football and to coach football, but they also teach character, and you can tell by the relationship that they have with the boys that it's really something.
All right, we're going to have Hunter split wide to the right, wing to the left, Hearn under center. Hearn takes a snap. He's going to hand the ball off to number 24 going off the left side. I think he's got a first down.
At Glass.
Yeah, he's inside the 20 to about the 17. And that was Glass on the carry. He's a junior. 6 foot, 212 pounds. That moves the sticks. And that's another Discount Home Solutions first down. .55 seconds on the game clock. Shotgun formation. Wide right. Now Ripley's milking the clock. It wouldn't bother me if we took a delay of game here. There we go. Down the ball. And Hearn's going to kneel down. And that should be the game. We won't have to snap the ball again. And, you know, I've got to say, this Memphis East team is a really good team, and especially number 2. You know, hate to see their season come to an end, but I'd rather it be them than ours. So anyway, at this juncture in the game, or the season, Ripley continues on. They will advance to the second round of the TSSAA playoffs, and Ripley will be in Covington next Friday night. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Stay tuned for all the information, and let's support the Ripley High School Tigers. Until then, good night and God bless.